So, we got all of that in the way. I hope you guys are in the watch together, so you have your creepy musics going on. But otherwise, welcome to the final October session of A Silent Echo before we get into November. So, also, luckily enough, if things go how I think they might, which I've been proven wrong before, because things never go how I think they're going to go to, there should be some spooks along the way.
Is this a Halloween special?
There's some Halloween. There's some Halloween elements.
Snickers is dressed as a candy bar.
In this room, you suddenly find a candy bar costume hanging off the walls. Snickers feels almost completely overrun by the temptation to wear it.
Don't do it, Snickers. It's probably trapped.
Into the trap she goes, into the unknown.
Inside the candy bar costume, it is filled with spikes. Because you're one of those trapped candies that parents always warn their kids about taking.
I knew it.
They put nails in the candy bars.
You know what they say.
No, I don't know what they say.
I was hoping you'd know.
You know what they say, always check your kids' candy for the bubonic plague.
Always, just every so often I like to prank young kids and I sprinkle some bubonic plague on a Snickers bar.
Kids have had it too good for too long. Someone needs to
True.
Life in rainbows.
I just give them raisins.
That's worse.
That is worse. You're a monster, Snickers. Oh my god.
Give them dental floss and toothbrushes,
Oh my God.
Actually, that's pretty good.
Okay, so a quick thing I would like to start off with is some lies from the DM, some clarifications on some notes that you guys may have gotten last time, and other things that might help clarify some of the situation you're in. Just me sort of like going over the last session, making sure we're all on the same page. So if anyone would like, who wants to start us off with a recap of what you guys did last session, and then go over some of the notes you may have found?
All right. It's my time to shine.
Go for it.
Get it? Because he cast light on his item and he's shining. Anyway.
Yeah, you're a glowworm.
Okay. Thank you for that. What did we do last time? We showed up to this dungeon place. There were like spooky dolls. I think we played hide and seek for them for like 20 minutes, honestly, before finally deciding to. Oh, and they're dolls specifically with strings coming out of each of their limbs, kind of like they're like puppets. They were going north, you said, which we never investigated because of reasons. We cut off the strings for 2 of them. Snickers went down the hall and explored for herself for a little bit. Rill and Cecil went downstairs and checked out like a storage room. I stole a couple things, including a self-help book, a painting of... don't tell me. Oh my God, what's his name?
Forgot his own name.
Oh, Tarkov. That's right, Tarkov.
Yeah. Tarkoth. Definitely Tarkov. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we also saw a statue of Tarkov.
Yeah.
And now we picked up a cute little doll and we're all in this tower with no way of getting out. Lol.
Lol. So, one quick clarification, that little doll you guys picked up is no longer with you guys. It sort of dropped when you teleported you here into this little room. And also, when you got the painting, there was a letter of commission stuck between the frame and the painting.
I do remember that.
Just as a clarification of what it did say, it said, "You will save us. I had this portrait commissioned for others to remember you by, even when we are gone. Your kindness and grace for spiriting us away from where we came from will always be held close to my heart. You will be the one to save us, Tarkoth. I know it to be true. Your kindness is unlimited and unbound by these mortal coils." Coils.
On extreme, you think, or on?
No, just normal. They just wanted. Yeah, these dudes just wanted to get through story.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But also, otherwise, Snickers, while you were here alone in the tower, you saw a couple of things, did you not?
I did. There were tomes that projected holograms, and it showed the tower building itself, so it probably means that this has happened before, or that this is happening again. It had images of, what was it, like a disease is what they were trying to get away from?
Okay. So a small clarification then for that it might have been. They mentioned a thing spreading like a disease, but it was not entirely a disease in of itself. Next to the tower, sort of being floating in free space, when you flipped one of the pages, you saw a journal entry from Turkoth that was specifically said, "This tower is being constructed well, but I doubt its efficacy. I've designed it to all the specifications asked of me by Hermund, but this can't be the only way. I petitioned the wealthy of the surrounding areas for aid in my own practices, and in return, I promised a personal transference past this world of torment. I know he means well, all of us do, but we have sat too long swallowing the pain. Action needs to be taken, and I know I can carve a new path."
Carve.
Carve. And after that, did you see anything else by chance, Snickers or Rill?
Window, but we all looked out and it was just the view. A reverse view.
A reverse view. You did also see two more things, so I'll give you guys these as your freebies. One, you saw that bubbling pot, and in it was ashen wood soaking in a weird green liquid.
Oh yeah, they're growing them. I forgot about that too.
And next to it, in that little study of a desk, you saw at least one journal so far, and then you read it. And it was specifically, in this case, talking about the origins of how this practice began. And so here is the sort of rewrite that might help you guys out a little bit. I do not know what I've been aiming for truly, an essence of something I never had, so I struggle to find it. I hold in my hands the key, but I fear I am blind to the locks. The enemy fells down our doors, and our numbers dwindle by the month. This tower has luckily provided me with enough sanctuary, cushioned by the assets the nobles have provided, to grant me time for my own solutions to this quandary. If we aim to sail from this accursed hellscape, to truly be free of the stone that chips at our heels, we must leave our bodies behind. I have found a ritual through ancient studies which can do just that. A new body to act as a lighthouse in the ethereal sea of souls when we take flight. Ashen wood, soaked within a bubbling bath of Medusa's blood, heart of a steed, and sealed with man's last breath. It acts as the anchor, but truly, it is us painting the pier we will eventually dock at. First, the ship must be readied. A horrific ritual, but necessitated by these dire situations. Strapped to a tablet of cold stone, a specific pattern belayed, nay, etched upon the flesh, readies the cracks for the soul to burst through. I have not told my benefactors of this yet, but they wished for escape, and said they would pay any cost. I fear I must ask them to deliver one final payment for this build to be considered complete. But then, we can all truly be free. And that should fix all the DM's lies and catch you guys up to this current situation that you sit in. There's a bubbling cauldron next to you, and those are the journal entries you have found so far.
Very interesting.
Oh, let's not forget the fish has good nose.
Fish has good nose.
Fish has good nose.
There was a teleportation orb as well.
There
That's
was.
shiny.
And in that teleportation orb, only Rill was able to really ascertain it. But Rill, you also noticed that in the hologram of the tower, the book that was there, that there was a diagram actually of multiples of those orbs throughout the central pillar of the tower, acting as a sort of arcane elevator.
Aethernet.
With my
Aethernet.
newly found arcana power.
You sniffed it.
You sniffed it, and we're like, magic.
I can tell it's magic.
Hey, that's
What is-
my thing.
What does magic
I
smell like?
apologize.
Blueberry.
You know, ew, I don't like blueberry.
Yeah, kick her out. She's not allowed.
Hurts me so. Magic
Hurts you
smells
so.
like bread baking in the oven.
Okay,
That's what I'd like it to be.
take a point of inspiration. You have helped define part of this world.
Oh, cool.
Magic in this world smells like baked bread. Freshly baked bread.
Writing this
And
down?
I'm gonna say freshly baked bread with a hint of blueberry.
Oh, saved.
Aww.
Saved.
All right. Can Snickers take a bit of Medusa's blood? Are there any empty vials around?
Ooh, give me, you don't need a perception roll for this one. You do find various vials around. However, not all of them seem to be labeled. If you would like to try and find a specific vial, you can give me an investigation roll. But there are many vials around this area in the study.
Specifically an empty one.
An empty one, okay.
Yeah. So-
For an empty one, you do not need an investigation roll. You were able to find an empty vial without too much trouble.
All right. She dips it into the Medusa's poison. Yeah, hold on. Hold up. You just told us this. God damn it! I didn't write it. Medusa's.
So the bubbling cauldron had a mixture of things. It was filled with Medusa's blood, the heart of a steed, and man's last breath.
Would Cecil know what this would mix into?
Ooh.
Glass.
First up, let me increase your volume. You suddenly went really quiet for me.
Sorry, I actually adjusted there.
Oh, you're perfect now again. Awesome.
Always perfect.
Yeah, you're right. You are Cecil. God,
Thank you.
so perfect. There's a reason you're becoming king.
True.
So you were asking if Cecil would know what these three ingredients combined to be together. You can either give me a history check or an arcana check. Your choice. A 15. A 15, you're not entirely sure what exactly it solidifies. Its reaches are a little above your understanding, but you do know that whenever Medusa's blood is involved and the last breath of man, that it involves marrying or divorcing the body and the soul. And that you know at least some specifics of Medusa's blood, that if flesh is dipped into Medusa's blood, it hardens the skin around it to be like stone, if albeit for a short while.
Okay, I relay that to my friends
Cohorts?
is a strong word. Yeah, cohorts.
If Snickers dips her horns in it, would they become tougher?
No.
Do you
Try
want to
it.
try? I can't answer that until you do it.
I want to try it. Go.
Okay.
One horn.
Have you found any pure Medusa's blood, or are you just dipping it into the cauldron?
Dipping one horn into the cauldron.
Oh, okay. Dip your horn into the cauldron. Which horn?
Oh no! Don't do it.
Don't do the whole horn. Do like the very tip.
Lift the left.
The left one? Okay. And a 17. Cool. You dip the tip of your left horn in, and it is within a few seconds that you can feel the bony fibers of your horn start becoming brittle, wood-like. And when you take it out, after shortly from the astonishment of it, the top left portion of your horn has become ashen wood.
Oh, okay.
Flush.
You feel it brittle at first, creaking as you take it out, as it absorbs the liquid that was soaked in. And it was after a short while after it has sponged all of the cauldron's essence up, that you see that it is fully transformed. Part of your horn is now ashen wood.
Sticker frowns, looks at the team like, don't dip it in. This is not the dot you want to dip.
Ooh, Luna, quick thing. You're always cutting out at the beginning because you're talking as you unmute. So give yourself just like a second before you talk.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got the gist of it. Basically, like, guys, this is the best idea.
Not the greatest of ideas.
What would anyone else like to do?
Look disapprovingly.
What's this thing?
Would you like to investigate?
Yes.
A 20.
Ooh.
Dirty 20, but still great for it. It is a jar of notes and other journal entries all rolled up into long stems sticking out of the jar.
Your investigation is +5? Damn.
Yeah, dude, she's great at investigating, apparently.
Oh.
Keen eyes, keen ears, and a keen nose.
Yep. Rill reaches into the jar and pulls out a journal page, journal entry.
Woohoo! You unlock journal entry 2. As you read this note, it is unfortunately out of your control that a look of disgust wipes across your face as you read the truths that lie within. I don't understand. All of my predictions were correct, save this. All of my research led to one conclusion, but instead I don't know what to make of this all. The first transferals went off without a hitch. Through tears shed, I made sure to be the arbiter of each and personally guide them to their new homes. My patrons were hesitant at first, but they trusted me and were eager for any path that would save them quicker from whatever Herman dreamed at the top of his stone tower. After the months of waiting, they merely needed an answer, and I provided. And at first it worked beautifully, and we ushered the rest of these wayward souls to their new landings. They were themselves through and through, though a little clumsy in their new wooden homes. They were still them. But slowly, month by month, their responses became stiffened, the soul creaking to respond over the storm of aether. Their eyes glazed. They could hardly hold themselves to their once noble statures. Eventually, they reverted to only speaking phrases mentioned within the first month of their transference. It's as if the soul leaked somehow through the grains, their brains leaving only a stain of an imprint, an echo without reason. I have failed them, though only I can bear witness to this. I am left surrounded by beaming dreamers who cannot see. Their first mentions of thanks and forgiveness, of amusement at their once new etheric bodies, their abodes, now tormenting me as they echo throughout my skull. Their compliments and thanks being the only imprints pound away at my conscience as a hurricane's wind buffets a lone wooden shack on the coast. Right beneath the surface, lying beneath the wooden grains of ash, is no longer a soul, but the mildew of positivity. I have failed each and every one of them in my haste for a solution, and my punishment is their eternal thanks.
Cecil has escaped the tower.
Sure you have, by hiding under someone. You're not the best at hiding when you have a giant ring of light emanating from you.
I don't know what you mean.
Wait a second.
That's Snickers.
That's Snickers. Snickers and Cecil seem to have been peering over your shoulder this entire time and intruding on your space. Really.
My light helped you read it.
I thought I
Snickers
had good night vision, but okay.
Snickers is 3 foot. She couldn't read it.
Rill hands the note to Snickers, shaking her head.
Well, I can't read.
Well, I can't read.
Mine
That
can't
sure
stop
does
me.
seem sad.
Someone spilled toffee here. Okay. Dang, that's sad. This guy's tormented. What's over here?
Well, you're
Do you want to
investigate.
investigate?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm going.
And what are you looking at specifically, or what are you looking for? $19. Okay. What are you looking for? Or what are you looking
And
at?
I'm looking here. It's like row of binders.
Through
Shelves.
binders.
The
and
shelf.
Shelves. Okay. You see
Yeah.
vials of various liquids in their pure distilled forms. Various alchemical ingredients.
Can we read any of them? Are they labeled?
Sure. You see that there is. Just a second. I just had this page up beforehand. Where did you? You see vials of toads, legs of lizard, poisoned plants, and last winter's snow. You see tubes of human teeth willingly given, fleece of lamb, born and slaughtered the same night of a new moon and untouched by the light. You see skunk spray, crushed rose petals, man's eye, dog's tail, stomach acid, eel oil, and over in the far corner, Medusa's blood, as well as bottled breath of a last night of man.
Okay, Snickers stands on their tippy toes and grabs last winter's snow, skunk spray, and Medusa's blood.
Okay, feel free to add all three of those to your inventory.
Okay, can I put a drop on my horn? I don't think her hands could reach. Never mind. We're going with the wood.
Okay.
Cecil has escaped again.
At least the cool lighting's back. Now that you're upside down, Cecil is laying underneath Rill.
We're retconning that. So I'm assuming we should probably leave. Is it? You guys think there's anything else good in here we can look at? Or should we be on our way?
We can leave?
Yeah, isn't there a teleportation crystal or whatever? I just kind of assumed we could use that to leave.
Oh, do we have you first?
Okay. Where's the teleportation crystal exactly? Is it there?
Next to Rill, yeah.
Okay. I mean, is it like a floating crystal? Can I just like grab my hand on it?
It's not really floating there. It's just it even though it facilitates teleportation, it sort of just sits on an ivory pillow.
Okay. So I touch it and I hold it up and I say, I kind of quietly to myself, diagonally.
And you see a train station appear on the teleportation crystal. And the stone begins to fall away. But no, as you hold the orb and think to yourself to fly from here, you suddenly appear above the tower.
Above?
On the outside. More like here.
Am I standing on something or am I like floating?
You are floating in midair. Suddenly,
Yes.
you are falling.
Fuck no.
You are falling faster now, and it is only you, because you're the only one holding the orb.
Okay, I want to
You should have
close
let
am I to the ground?
the magic fish do it.
Ooh, wait. What'd you say?
How close am I to the ground?
You're about, I want to say 10 stories tall. 10 stories high.
Damn, I wanted to be
9 stories high.
Okay.
8 stories high.
Mm-hmm. If I look around, do I see anything special, or is it just the tower?
Ooh, give me a perception roll.
Whew, perception roll. Classic.
You are so engulfed by the fact of, oh, I am falling, that you can't really make surroundings around yourself other than you notice at odd intervals as you're falling, stone bricks seem to be whipping past you, almost threatening to tear off your head.
Yeah, I should probably let go. So I let go of this thing.
Oh, you let go of the orb.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I do it in a way where I'm kind of putting it up. I kind of put it up so if it'll be above me. So if I need to like grab onto it again, I can do it.
Got you. Okay. As you let go of the orb while sort of like lifting it more up into the air, you land with your ass right back over here. The orb disappeared.
Oh, it's not there anymore.
It is not there anymore. However, you see written in the ivory pillow beneath it, now that it no longer has an orb in it, a small card that reads, "New doors made of stone, carved through rock and blood."
You said I fell on my ass. I stand up and kind of dust myself off. Clink, clink, clink.
Clink, clink, clink.
I say, sorry, I needed some fresh air.
You should have let someone with better, what's it called? Arcana do it. Oh my. That would suck.
Kind of blinks at him. I'm like, you disappeared, magician. And then like tries to look for the orb herself and sees it's gone.
One-time trick, I'm afraid.
But now Cecil has flown before Snickers ever has.
How dare you?
I'm an expert flyer.
So
He's seething with jealousy.
Real would like to. Oh my.
Ooh, Cecil. As you go into the storeroom, give me a perception roll.
Absolutely. I'm really good at this perception stuff, guys.
11. 11 will be enough to see this. Cecil, from before when you were in the storeroom, you were sort of enraptured by the candle illuminating the manifest and the various storerooms holding months worth of rations here. But now, after trying to sort of escape the situation and make sure no one could really see the damage that the rear of your plate armor might have taken, you notice that the far end of the wall has cracks in it.
Oh, this side over here?
Yep.
How big are these cracks? Can I look through them?
I would say that they're probably 1/8 of an inch wide at widest, but they seem to be covering the entirety of the door up to 8 feet tall.
The door?
The wall. Like, as if it was, imagine like an outline of a door is what these cracks are making.
Guys, I think there's a door here. Oh, here. And I point to it.
And you point to it right here.
Snickers, follow?
Snickers like, no.
Okay. Real looks at Cecil. Still kind of annoyed that he basically wasted the teleportation crystal. Tells him,
it was an experiment.
use your head.
This fucking bitch, this bitch turned her horn into stone. What are you mad at me for?
It's wood.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So much better. You're right.
Yeah, we should use his butt to ram into it.
Yeah. That metal,
pretty
it has to be good for something.
I'm gonna grab the candle and be like, "Are you sure you want the horn near me?" and then like wave the candle at her. Except I don't do that.
Oh,
Except I don't do that.
Oh, well, something that Snickers does do is ram into Cecil to, like, you know, bang him against the wall.
Ram? Like with your horns?
Yeah, yes, with my horn.
Can I, like, stop her?
Yeah, this is now a grappling contest, basically, is how this would resolve. So you guys can both attempt to grapple, and whoever gets the higher one wins.
Real is the referee right here.
What's the die for grapple?
It should be strength.
Fight me.
Yep. Cecil, as the horns attempt to grapple you from behind, you've dealt with wildlife before and wrangling small beasts, and you immediately turn tail, are able to swiftly turn around and grapple the horns yourselves, almost throwing Snickers down to the ground and holding them at arm's length.
You should throw her into the wall.
I'll,
Take
It's up to
damage.
you if you want to move that momentum into the wall.
No, Cecil will just shake his head and sigh and then, like, take his hand, his gloved hand, and just, like, hit it against the cracks a little bit to see if it's, like, I don't know, like, hollow or anything.
Ooh. As you knock on the wall, you can hear reverberations come through it. And in response, you hear a familiar voice speaking the poem from before.
Chucky.
Another voice? Do we know who it is?
It's just
It is-
the poem, right?
it's
But
the
voice
doll.
Is it Terry? It's fucking Terry.
It's a doll.
No, it's the doll that teleported you in here. I said
Oh.
reciting the poem.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I heard voice and of course I jumped back. Okay. Snickers like looks through the cracks. It's like, Dolly! Psst, 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 Dolly!
We stand around while you dream. You use us and cut us while we beam. We hide in the stains, we eat the chains. We'll pierce through the retention of the grains of the brains.
Dolly, what does that mean?
How do you say insane? How do you stay bloodstained? Breaking the first, the second, the third, the fourth wall, fifth wall, floor. No floor, you fall.
So Real goes back into the study and is
Real?
looking for
Oh.
something to use to hit the wall to make the cracks bigger.
So you're looking for a weapon.
Yeah.
Roll me investigation check. There are no large weapons in there.
I got a painting.
Snickers
frame?
punches the wall.
Your what? The wall?
Snickers punches the wall.
Okay.
Swing?
So, go ahead and roll to swing, yeah. Unarmed attack. At 12, you throw your fist against the stone and you feel a force push back, almost an equal force. And you find yourself 5 feet further from where you were before.
Ooh, that's interesting. I point to the wall and I tell Snickers, like essentially to like charge it, like shoulder tackle it.
Okay. Snickers is gonna do that. What do I roll for that?
If you're trying to shoulder tackle it, it's just another unarmed strike.
Okay. Let's go, baby. This
Good fail.
You throw yourself at the wall, even ever determined. A wall is nowhere stronger than the 46th ranked best hunter. At best, a wall could be maybe number 87. But soon, you seem to find that your assumptions were wrong, and you feel yourself almost embedded into the wall itself from whatever force seems to be holding it steady. And it is only after a small number of seconds that you're able to pull yourself free of it.
Wait, are there any cracks or anything where she got like sucked in, or is it just like?
No.
Magic. What?
It is almost as if there is a thin layer right before the wall, acting as a sort of cushion.
Can we... If Cecil just tries to gently make his way through, does anything happen, or is it just a wall?
It is still just a wall.
Damn.
It's a cracked wall, but still just a wall.
Okay. How heavy is this crate right here?
A crate? Do you want to try and lift it? Give me a strength check.
Can we do a team?
Sure.
Wait,
you want to assist her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to assist too.
Okay. So you're being aided by two people. So both Cecil and Snickers, you guys can roll a d6 for me, and those d6s will be added to Cade's roll. That is a strength saving throw. Cade, you just need a strength check.
Whoops, sorry.
9. Okay.
We're back.
9 plus 2 plus 1, so that'll give us 12 in total.
Wrong.
Man, with all three of you picking this up, it's hard to really tell what weight it is because you're not sure how much each of you are lifting on your own. If you're both lifting, or all three of you lifting equal weights, or one's, maybe carrying a little bit and the other sandbagging a little bit. So you're sort of like, it's heavy, but also I'm picking it up pretty okay. Oh God, am I not picking up my share of the weight? So you try and lift a little harder or try and sandbag it a little more, and it feels like it's maybe, I would say 50 pounds if you were trying to guess, but you're not sure exactly how accurate that is.
Okay. Right, guys. Now, let's... Oh, darn it. Let's move so we can chuck it at the wall.
All right.
Okay.
Rotating.
Rotating. Turn.
Clenching. Okay, so we're...
Where are we going? Okay.
Okay.
What do we have to roll to toss it?
Nothing. You can give me a strength, I suppose.
Amateurs.
16, and an 8, and a 6. Okay. Cecil, well, it is your turn. First off, hiding behind Snickers and invading her space, you're able to sort of like push her off her game and using it to plant your foot. Or who are you hiding behind? You're invisible for me again.
Guy.
There you go. Okay, hiding underneath Rill again, I see. Then you're able to throw Rill off her game as you plant your foot into her space to throw the crate at the wall. The crate embeds itself into the wall, and after about a quarter of a second, rebounds about 10 feet out of the wall, its contents splashing all over the stone floor. It is filled with rations.
But nothing happened to the wall.
Nothing happened to the wall.
Okay, so the way I see it, there's two options. We keep fucking around with this wall, or we go do something else.
What if, hear me out, we get the contents of this
She
cauldron.
fucking sprinted. What the fuck?
Dude, yeah, Rill just deep sprinted away from everyone.
I have an
idea. You can walk over there, but okay.
That was me walking, but okay.
No. So remember that how I said before, like when you stop for a quarter of a second, that's when it updates for us.
Oh. Sorry.
If you just drag and drop for us, you just went zoom.
I was using my arrows, but like one,
what
two,
the fuck?
1, 2, like that.
Now we see it. Okay, but anyways, you said you had an idea. You came here to the center of the Mage's Tower.
Right. So I'm like, what if that wasn't the cauldron? What if we use this cauldron and like dump the contents on the wall? It contains some I don't know what the liquid properties are, but it could possibly do something to the wall.
Snickers says, "Real so smart."
Cute.
The cauldron smiles back.
Griggy smiles.
Let's see.
Cecil,
Well,
as she mentions the cauldron, you take a look back at where the teleportation orb was and notice the note that was there that you read before.
Yes. There's a note.
There is a note that reads, "A new door carved of stone, etched through rock."
Well, that's probably useless. All right, what are we doing with this? I feel like our DM is cringing.
I can
No,
feel
I'm
it
fine.
through the
You guys have your plans.
seems
So
like
far, all of your plans have had great success. So I have all the faith in this one.
I got a trip outside.
You did get a trip outside.
That was sick, actually.
you know. Snickers agrees to help Rill. I mean, she has a vial of the thing, so she goes over and throws it at the wall.
Whoa.
Sorry.
The vial?
Sorry, I gotta rush over here.
You cut
so
out
a vial
a
of
lot.
what? Yeah. Well, what did you go over and do?
A vial of the cauldron juice.
The cauldron juice. So you do
Yeah,
not
right.
have a vial of the cauldron mixture.
Yeah. Remember at the beginning I asked you for an empty vial and she got some, and then she also dipped her horn.
Okay, sorry. That might have been a part that I just didn't have written down. The vial of the cauldron mixture that you put into the empty vial, you throw at the stone wall, and let's see. I need you. No, I don't need you to make any kinds of rolls for this. When you throw a vial like that at a stone wall, you see that the stone for a second weakens. You see that ashen wood start to spread throughout the stone before some kind of force repels it backwards, almost as if the stone is regrowing on top of the wood.
Ooh, that was smart.
New door
Okay.
etched.
We need more.
No, we need a rock. No, on stone. But Snickers goes to Rill and looks at her really sadly and shakes her head and says, "It didn't work. I'm sorry."
It's okay, Snickers. We had to try something. Oh, wait a minute.
Cecil's gonna like trace the cracks with his finger, just like pondering what to do.
Ooh. As you trace the cracks with your finger, you notice that your hands almost fit inside some of the cracks, as if they were carved grooves.
Hey
Your
guys.
hand naturally rests in some areas of this stone wall.
Quick, everyone put their hands in.
And now take your
Or-
left hand out.
Easy. Snickers just sticks her hand in there.
Or we could put.
There are none of the imprints that are 3 feet tall.
Snickers is of no help at this moment.
We could use the bronze dagger that I have to chip away as much as we can from the groove.
I take out a javelin and do the same thing, I suppose.
Are you gently etching into this, or are you like using force?
At first I'm gonna like try to crowbar it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna
as-
like carve around it.
So, when you try and crowbar something, you first do sort of like a quick jab, a forceful jab to get it in there. It's gonna stop at that exact point and sort of like reverberate it right back out.
Gotcha. Can I gently wedge it in there?
If you gently wedge it in, it'll slowly sink into it, but it will not be able to find purchase within any of the cracks.
Damn. Fuck, we found the final boss.
Seriously? Cecil, as you were tracing that along in there, you do remember some of the alchemical elements that you looked at beforehand. In particular, that flesh dipped in pure Medusa's blood can turn flesh into stone for a short while.
Fuck that.
Okay.
I look to Snickers and say, Snickers, I just thought of an idea for you.
For me? A great and powerful Cecil? What is it, pretty boy?
Real, I just thought of an idea for you. No, said, Snickers, this could be a breakthrough. You might even grow a little bit stronger. I feel like my accent has changed. If you dip your hand into pure Medusa's blood, your hand will turn into stone. This may interact well here.
Snickers makes a scrunched up Pikachu face at him. And she's like, well, I already dipped horn. It would now. Why don't you dip your hand?
Cecil makes a scrunched up cat
Pikachu face.
No,
cat disgust?
disgust face.
Okay.
And Snickers said, let's get real to do it.
I refuse.
I already tested the teleportation.
Without.
This is an A to B conversation. You're not here. Oh,
I love how many just refusals there are for things.
Okay,
No.
so Cecil says,
We've been stuck here for a while, but I'm not trying things. Fuck you.
No.
Real, here's an idea. You could dip your hand into pure Medusa's blood. Are you following me so far?
I don't know who this Medusa is.
Good friend of mine.
Real, if you like, would you like a history check to know if you know what Medusas are?
Yeah.
Okay. 13 is definitely enough to know this. Medusas are a common thing over in the kingdom of Canacleth, where you are from. They are just basically gorgons that their blood, when splashed upon a person or if they gaze upon a person, can turn them to stone. It turns flesh to stone, as they're one of their natural defenses.
Well, damn. I can't feign ignorance.
I mean,
I
you
see
could.
this.
I don't know that you know it.
Yeah, but you definitely know it.
Okay. Well. So, my response to Cecil is, or Real's response to Cecil is, you see, that sounds promising, but I'm looking at it this way. If we so happen to get out of this, and we then, who knows, maybe enemies are on the other side of this door, and if we happen to need to use, I don't know, long range, and I have a long bow.
Cecil's walked away by this point. Fucking dip my hand in the bullshit.
Yay! That was my plan all along.
Cecil, so you went to the mage's room. What did you do?
I'm looking for Medusa's blood to dip my hand in.
Cool. Give me an investigation roll.
How about intimidation?
Sure. Intimidate the room.
I'm going to intimidate the Medusa's. God damn it!
Investigating.
I can't investigate for shit.
You cannot seem to remember where Snickers found all of these vials of alchemical ingredients. They're around here somewhere. Is it on the wet? No, those are random journal entries. Who wants to read fucking books in a time like this? The South? No, that's just another window. God, you can't exactly remember where Snickers found these alchemical ingredients.
Where were these alchemical ingredients, Snickers?
Real point. Up there.
Real does not know where these alchemical ingredients are.
Snickers just points. Up there.
You see where Snickers points. Up on these shelves in the northeastern part is a slew of vials and different alchemical ingredients, various things of differing natures.
Are any of them labeled Medusa's blood?
Yes. The one on the third from the right is actually a whole row of Medusa's blood.
Okay. Cecil uses his full 5'11", 6 foot really, stature to grab like a few of them, like 3 in total, we'll say.
If we're rounding up to 6 feet, why not round up to 6'5"? And I mean, while we're at it, if we're at 6'5", you could just say 7.
Yeah, so his NBA superstar self just grabs the, like a few of the Medusa's bloods, flexing his huge muscles, I guess, now we're at it.
Yeah.
Hold them like he's made a catch, as if he just caught a fish or something. Or is he still trying to catch a fish?
He's catching fish?
Are you insinuating that I'm going to catch and kill Real?
Excuse me?
I mean, apparently he's fishing now, and he is standing next to a fish person.
Yeah, he is. I thought maybe he was just trying to catch a fish. But
he's taking vials off a shelf.
Yeah, I'm confused how this...
Continue flexing.
Yeah, so Cecil takes his 8 feet self and grabs the vial, like a few of them, and he just like uncorks them all and just kind of like puts it on his hand, or I guess it'd be his glove? No, wait, he takes one, uncorks it, sprinkles a little on his glove.
On his glove? Okay.
Yeah.
It will run off the glove without any effect.
He sighs just like that. And he like takes off the glove, which we'll assume is just really easy to do.
Yeah, it's super chill. Like, you can take armor off so easily and quickly because you're so used to it as a paladin. It's just like second nature for you.
All right. Snickers is looking up at Cecil, and she's just smiling this type of smile.
I hate this.
As you begin stripping and putting some of your armor in your knapsack behind you.
Just the glove. Let's calm down here, buddy. Okay, so Cecil takes off the glove, catches Snickers' eye, just stares for a second, sighs again, and then takes a little bit and sprinkles on his pinky finger.
Okay, you begin to feel the nerve endings, the stone that sits within, starting to emanate from your flesh, as if it's
what you're doing. Continue. Sorry.
Okay. As if like a covering, a coating being applied to your skin. Almost like, you know how when you rub lotion on yourself, you can feel the lotion sitting atop your skin? In this case, it's stone, but it deadens all of the nerves that it covers. You can feel almost like a phantom limb syndrome appear over your pinky as it finally entombs the entire pinky. Everywhere the blood drips down is soon followed within a fraction of a second by stone.
Okay. He takes some other vials and he just says, well, if I remember correctly, this isn't permanent, and just like spreads it on the rest of his hand.
Okay. The rest begins to cover your hand, and your hand becomes a cracked, cold stone. Mirroring.
Is it still...
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Just mirroring the texture and the cold, the cold temperature of the stone of the same wall over there. It's almost as if it glows a faint blue.
Okay, is it still easily movable, or is it like
it is still easily movable?
Okay,
you can't feel it. Yeah. It's you cannot feel it, but you can still move it. It's as if you are looking at someone else's hand as though it moves, but you are still in full control.
Okay, I go over here.
Okay. And you slowly make your way to the stone wall.
And I put my hand into one of the cracks.
As you put one of your hands into the cracks, the crevices that easily accept the folds of your hand, you feel as if you have become one with the stone in a way, as if you have become yourself the key and the lock all in one. And as they marry each other, you feel a small surge of ethereal energy dissipate. The force field disappears, and the stone cracks that resembled a door's frame gently fall down before you, revealing a pathway that you can now go through. On the other side sits the short doll and the rest of the hallway, barren and empty save for the doll. It's now head turned 180 degrees looking at all three of you.
Cecil kind of shakes his hand off, and looks back at Brill and says, well, someone had to do it.
It was
As you shake your hand off, the blood, not fully coagulated yet, throws shards of stone off your hand.
Do they hit anybody?
Yeah, do we have to roll to avoid?
No. He was able to.
Okay.
There were extremely small pebbles. He was able to just get them out there. Unless as you noticed it, you began aiming them at them.
He's just slapping us with them.
That's up to you, Cecil. If you want,
No,
you
that's
can do
fine.
that. Okay.
I'll be the cooperative one, I guess.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Oh, wow.
Snickers runs to the doll and like picks it up like, oh, are you?
Does she teleport back?
Yeah. Does she?
So you guys find yourselves here then, correct?
Snickers? Oh yeah, because you
And-
ran off, so your token wasn't.
Yeah, she ran off earlier. I'm bringing her back. There you go.
Hey guys.
You guys are back here now. And you you hold up the doll. It looks expectantly at you as it just a second. In here. As it repeats one more to you. How do you say insane? How do you stay bloodstained? Breaking the first, the second, the third, the fourth wall, fifth wall, floor, no floor, you fall. And then it spins around once, chatters a bit, and then says, broken. The first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth wall. Fallen through the floor, you fell. No longer fall.
Damn it.
Snickers picks up the doll and then puts it on her shoulders, with like a leg on either side. It's like, okay.
So it is just as big as you.
Uh-huh.
So you are
I will-
carrying.
let's go
Okay, you're
strength.
carrying something the same size as yourself. Yeah, give me a strength roll. Yeah, you cannot.
Can I try to pick it up and just hold it?
Yeah, sure. It's a size smaller than you, so you can do it without having to roll.
Okay.
You just pick it up.
I look at it, and then I look at Snickers. And in my head, I'm thinking how this could make a great ventriloquism act. And then I set it back down on the floor.
Okay.
Snickers just holds its hand.
Should we continue?
Snickers says, it seems like only part to solve left is insane sane. In my lifetime, I've seen insane people say or sane things and sane people say insane things. It usually depends on intent. I love you is usually that phrase.
Whoa.
The insane one or the same one?
Both.
Cecil
Where was
just
the party
takes
like-
that in, and then kind of waves this way and says, "All right, then let's be off." Oh, and then looks
Where's the
back at
rest of the
Rill and
party?
says, "Rill, did you want to revisit our steps that way?"
Yes, let's go.
Actually, yeah, it's the puppets of the souls.
So are you going north, Rill, instead of south like Cecil's trying to do?
I distinctly remember we came from the north, but okay.
Yes, and that's why
Yeah.
Cecil's trying to go south.
Yeah.
That's why he's asking you, do you want to retrace your steps instead?
What? Wait. Yeah, retrace to go back to the dolls in the room
Yeah.
up here.
To the dolls in the dining room.
All right, Cecil will follow.
Okay. Instead of continuing forward, you guys decide to push backwards. So I will bring you back to here.
So, what are we doing?
Let me bring Snickers back first of all. Now you guys are together again. There you go.
Yeah, it looked like I was just dead.
So I'm confused. What are we doing back here?
Where there was a door
Right here.
over here. No, like another door over here. Or was it here?
Yeah, there was also a whole unexplored area that we didn't see though.
Oh, that's true. There was the stone door we never got open, but then there was also this whole ballroom scene that had talking dolls.
Yeah, but then remember... Oh, well, Snickers wouldn't know, but, we were gonna follow the strings that the 2 dolls we cut down.
Went like over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could look.
Let's separate the party.
What are you gonna do?
You just got back together.
Peeks at the ballroom again.
You're cutting out.
Snickers peeks into the ballroom again.
Okay, as you peek into the ballroom, let me get to your lighting just a second. You see 4 puppets surrounded by a banquet, smashing food into their wooden effigies of faces once more as they seem to continue, almost on repeat, the conversations you heard of before, saying, "Do you believe Turkoth will actually be able to continue with this? Oh yes, I do have quite the faith in him. Anyways, what were you thinking about using our great use of assets for once we finally made the great transference?"
Is there a pebble or anything nearby? Because Snickers wants to throw one at them.
Like how you've been doing before, you could pry a stone or a small pebble from the walls themselves, and it would be quickly replaced.
Okay, cool. Just chucks it at this one.
Okay. As you chuck it at that bottom right one, where are you aiming it at? Like at its head? It's just general body, or?
Its head.
Okay. Give me a. I'm gonna need an athletics or acrobatics roll to see your accuracy.
Oh.
17. 14. Okay, 14's
It went
enough.
twice, yeah, 14.
Yeah. As you beam this fucking puppet, it sort of like hits it right in the noggin and sort of like turns its wooden face cocked to the side. It holds there for a second, food held in its hand, poised to take yet another facetious bite before it drops the food, loosening its grip, and then runs to the door.
Oh god.
As it's screaming, "Who did that? Who did that?
Oh,
Who did
okay,
that?"
so they're sentient.
Wait.
Snickers backs away
And it
because that's
sees-
really startling. Okay.
And it begins to start opening the door. I will give you guys all 1 round of action. You guys can move at half your speed. Snickers, you were here. Rill, you were there. Cecil, you were right where you were before. You guys can move at half speed to see if you can hide yourself from this puppet about to open the door.
Snickers holds the door against it.
Oh,
Hey.
not moving but holding the door. Okay.
Yeah. What would I have to roll?
That's going to be a strength check. Cecil's moved his 15.
Trying to be out of sight of the door.
Okay. And Snickers rolled a 5. This puppet gets to roll their strength, which is a 9. And it overcomes the strength of Snickers, pushing her back 5 feet as it opens the door. As it opens the door, it will see everyone
I'm
but
up
Rill.
against the wall.
You're up against
Wait,
the
as
wall.
it-
You are in
Yeah.
line of sight, but you are behind the pillars, so I can give you a stealth check. But Snickers is definitely seen.
Wait, as it opens the door, she just plops to the ground like the doll and sits like it.
Okay. First,
I'm gonna roll.
Cecil, roll your stealth. The DC for this will be 14.
It's disadvantage.
I'll give you normal.
Okay. Alright, easy.
Nat 21, go for it. You were able to like skin yourself up with your plate armor.
Clink, clink, clink.
You're like, clink, clink, clink. You make yourself look like one of the statues, ironically
What about
enough.
what about his ring of light around him?
He doesn't have that.
No, that's off, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cantrip. See that he took it off? He no longer has light casted on him. He did that a while ago. However, Snickers, the puppet does not seem to be fooled by your deceptive playing, and instead its head starts spinning around wildly as it readies blades from behind its back, bronzed wooden blades infused with one another. And it goes, Another! They echo throughout the tower! Quick, everyone else, come! And the others start making their way. And battle will begin. So if you guys want, you can start rolling some initiatives.
And all right, never mind. That's fine.
A 20's nice. A 20 as well. Okay, so we'll do a 21 and a 20 and a 20. The nat 20 will take precedence over the dirty 20, so will have the first turn. And a 3 for that.
Nice job, Snickers.
My rolls are amazing tonight.
I love how it's coming to go against the door and you're like, I'll just hold it fine. And then you just roll the 5. Like, oh.
Snickers is like the perfect example of fuck around and find out.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, now that we're here though, we can give ourselves, I had a playlist for this. Battle music. Look, music's important for my games, okay? I always do this. In the meanwhile, as I set this up, you guys can think of what your first turns will be, because order as it is will be the order that we go on.
Just cry. Not Snickers, no. But they're hunting gods crying in the heavens. That's for sure. That's me.
There we go.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do.
So, as this begins, Rill, it'll be your turn. You are still unseen at this moment, and you will have stealth advantage depending on how you attack.
Okay. So the puppet being here,
Yes.
and the way the door is, how much can he see? Like, is the door?
His current line of sight is here and here.
Okay. So technically,
Any of these ones, if you cross into on these like border squares, you will have to roll for a stealth, and if you fully pass into him, he will just see you.
okay. So if I were to just.
Oh, what'd you say? Real?
She did.
Well, that was a turn, I guess.
I'd like to roll for
Slimes and
instant.
Snickers can get away?
Oh, hey, there she is. She's back.
What?
That was like a
we were
hard
asking
lag.
where you were. Like you disappeared for a second.
Oh. Okay. Well,
I
I was
didn't hear
asking.
anything of what you asked to do.
Oh god. Okay. I asked if I could. No. What would I have to roll in order to slam the door shut so Snickers can get away?
So that door is not even open. It's the other door that's open, right in front of Snickers, and that one you would have to run into.
And it's fully open.
It is fully open. You would have to run into the doll's way, push Snickers out of the way because it's in the radius of the door open, and then do a strength roll to close it.
Damn. Okay. Well, then never mind. Let me go back. Reset. Okay, I'll go here. Okay, and then I've armed myself with my longbow in hand.
Okay.
And I aim it at the doll's face. At this doll's face.
Sure thing.
And here we go.
Ooh, a nat 1. Oof. That is a crit miss. And because of that, you'll need to roll stealth to see if the doll or if the puppet has been able to see you now because you crit failed.
What was that?
Ah, just the wind.
Must have
A
been.
2. Ooh, unfortunately,
Not the
it
wind.
knows it was more than the wind. The puppet is able to easily, deftly move out of the way, and its face peers out of the corner of the door, looking directly at you as it goes, "More echoes."
Boy.
Will that be the end of your turn, Rill?
Oh, I can still move because I didn't do my full movement, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So since I did 5, then I will go here. Oh. Right there. And then I end my turn.
And then you end your turn. Okay.
With my trap card face down.
Oh,
Whoa.
what could that be?
Cool. Cecil, what
I
do you
played the
do?
magic card, Pot of Greed.
What does Pot of Greed do?
Pot of Greed allows me to draw 2 new cards.
And add it to my hand.
Alright, so I'm gonna move 5, 10.
Ooh, you now need to make me a stealth check.
Fuck that, I'm just gonna allow myself to be seen.
Cool. You allow yourself to be seen as you run into action.
I'm just gonna run. Is this considered melee range? Is this close enough? I guess he's kind of.
That is a 5-foot gap, unfortunately.
So I'm gonna move here. Can I do that?
Yep, you can totally do that. You
Okay,
run in
I'd
front
like to roll
of the way.
Instant kill.
Instant kill?
I rolled a 43.
Wow.
Can you remind me of this ability? Instant kill?
Might have been homebrewed. No, I'll hit it with my short sword.
It might have been homebrewed. I'd love to see the description of instant kill here.
It says kills enemy instantly, if not natural one.
Not a natural one, and it has a plus 24.
Oh yeah, you see it, huh? If you roll a natural one, you actually just die.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a rough skill. 1 in 20 chance to just die.
Yikes.
A 16 though will be able to hit. Feel free to roll damage.
Okay, I will roll damage. Perfect.
6 piercing. Okay. How does this move go?
As Cecil was running, he readied his sword and just one big swooping cut like over his shoulder, just and hits the doll.
Okay. Nice. And as you swing on your way, impeding the path between you and Snickers, or between the puppet and Snickers to defend, you slice at the puppet, and you see one of the strings fall, and the limbs go limp. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna remove my I'm gonna move my remaining 5 feet right here,
Okay, cool.
and then just stand at the ready.
Nice. Wait, by at the ready, do you mean like you're trying to ready a bonus action, or?
No, I'm just gonna chill.
Okay. So it will become the puppet's turn then. And this one, they get to do a decent bit. A second. We need to... There we go. Let's see. So they're going to first. This one will move its way over to Snickers, who's gained its first ire, and it will roll to hit with its daggers drawn. 7. Will a 7 hit you, Snickers? I'm guessing no.
No, AC is 14.
Okay. But then what it'll do is it'll cock its elbows backwards at an uncanny angle, snapping the strings that held it, and then throw them back forward and attempt to throw the strings around Rill.
My fish.
A 10 will miss, I assume.
Terrified. Yeah, just barely.
Awesome. Cool. Both of those attacks miss then. And then it will come to 5, 10, and 5, 10, 15, and 5, 10, 15. So only one will be able to attack Cecil for this. Wow, dude, I'm rolling bad. But it'll use its next attack to try and attack once more with its
Odds are
daggers.
ever in our favor.
Welcome to my world, Zurg.
15. Will a 15 hit?
Hit who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All of the attacks are missed then. Snickers. Initiative is yours.
Right. Snickers cat. Beast. Prestidigitation. I can't say this one.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, that one. And she creates. She lights like a small fire near the feet of the doll.
Okay.
And I just kind of hoped that it would consume the wood.
You will see with this prestidigitation that it is. You might need to read that one more time because it says that you can instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire, but you can't just create flame.
Well, wasn't that part of the lighting?
That is lighting it, but it requires something to be lit. If you were trying to light, if you were trying to light the wood itself and have it catch immediately on the wood, you will see that it is not able to catch onto the wood itself.
I hate this. Okay.
And that will be a bonus action used up.
Okay. So disappointing. Okay. Hold on. This is a torch, right?
That is a torch.
Right. 1, 2. Grabs it.
Oh my god.
So moving away from the puppet will open an attack of opportunity, and the puppet will attempt to hit you as you run away. And a 23, I imagine, will hit.
She says yes.
she says yes.
She isn't. It cut out again.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm holding the mic next to my mouth. Sorry.
Sometimes holding it too close makes it so the mic can't hear you. This is a thing.
Might be Discord settings too, trying to cut it off.
True. If you have like any noise suppression stuff on, that is hell for any voices. But you will take 12 damage as it slices away at you. But other than that, its reaction was used up. So you were able to go over and get to the torch.
She picks it up and throws it up.
So picking up is usually a bonus action. However, you used your bonus action to try and cast Prestidigitation. So you'll have to use a full action now to try and pick it up if you want, but you will not be able to throw it in the same turn.
Wow. Okay. Instead, she takes her dagger and throws it. Can I do that?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
So that will be just a regular action then. So
You're doing that
will be,
instead of taking out the torch?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
yeah, keeping it probably for like next turn makes the most sense. So you're just gonna do your general hit DC for the dagger as you throw it at it. 16 will totally hit. Roll for damage. 4 piercing. Nice. How does that go for Snickers?
She gets into the light, and then as the light flickers, on the side of her face, and the shadows dance. A dagger is revealed from.
Oop, you cut out again.
Side, and it just whips out, and she throws it like a marksman into its head, to its forehead.
One of the daggers embeds itself into the forehead of the puppet, and you can see the puppet sort of like knock backwards, leaning doubled over before it snaps back to attention.
Hey, that's one of those boomerang daggers, right? It comes back to you?
Oh yeah, it unembeds itself from the puppet.
Unknown to the DM, it was actually had spider webs, so then she just pulls it back.
Oh, wow.
So, do you actually want to try and do that?
Oh, you have to try now. Come on.
Can I actually do that?
You did gather the spider webs, and because it is a unique interaction, I will let you sort of retcon that, even though you didn't tell me you were doing that.
Because I came up with that after.
Flashback.
Flashback.
Yeah, flashback. I don't really allow that many flashbacks, but it is the first time for going through this and things, and it's a unique enough thing that you did have the ingredients for, because you did make a point of trying to get the spider web. So
Take 2 stress.
Take 2 stress. However, we are going to be doing a thing to see first how well you connected it, and second, how well that spider web can actually hold up. So because you were trying to sort of tinker with things, making basically a homemade kunai with chain as a dagger with spider web, you are going to roll for me. This would be... What would be the most tinkering like thing for this? Usually it's just an intelligence roll.
I mean, I guess you could argue it's nature because it's a spider web.
Yeah, I'll give you the choice. You can either do a straight intelligence or you can do a nature roll. Intelligence. 11 will mean that it is... You were able to attach it, but is not that strong. So that's going to raise the DC now for you trying to pull on the spider web and pull the knife back to you. That will be a DC of 16.
I believe in you.
What do I have
For
to
that,
roll?
you're gonna roll athletics for me.
Those have not been good. Oh.
Unfortunately, the spider web breaks as you yank on it, and the dagger is now completely free of any spider webs along it. It seems, while although a good idea, it just was not executed to its fullest extent.
If only I were 8 feet tall like Cecil, maybe I could have.
If only you were if only you were a 9 foot tall Adonis like Cecil.
Adonis.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the end of your turn?
I have shiny teeth, by the way.
Shiny teeth and me. Snickers, would you like to do anything else?
She's out of moves.
I mean, you can still move.
I
No
whip
longer have
my
an action
hair
and
back
bonus
and
action.
forth. I whip my hair back and forth. No, okay.
I'm gonna
good.
take that as a
I'm
yes.
done.
Rill, it's your turn. What does Rill do?
Aim yet again at this puppet,
Go for it.
but can I aim at the strings this time?
You're trying to aim an arrow at strings. That will be a higher AC to hit. But
Okay,
yeah,
then never
you
mind.
totally can.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can do it, but like thinking logically, is it easier to hit a wooden puppet moving around or hit a small silver string?
Is real logical?
I think she
I
should
mean-
There's
just curve
some
her
semblance of
arrow.
logic.
You should curve her arrow.
Like one.
Go, yeah, go here. You know, you go through here first and then here.
It just penetrates both.
Maybe
Yeah.
ricochet the arrow, right? So it hits one and then ding, and then hits another.
Ding,
The
and then it
arrow is
ricochets
so
off that one.
strong, It pierces through one to the other and then stabs him to the wall.
Yeah.
No, but I'll just try hitting this puppet. It's fine. In the face.
He's fine.
Go for it. An 11 will not hit.
Darn. Okay, so then I move over next to Snickers. And then bonus action, swapping weapons, and then that's it.
What are you swapping weapons to?
Shield and short sword.
Okay, I'll allow
You have a
that.
shield?
Yeah, she has a shield.
Huh.
A small one. Nothing fancy.
Have you used it before? Did I just forget?
She was using it all the time.
Wow. For some reason I just imagined 2 swords. Weird.
Cecil.
Yes.
Initiative is once more yours. You're surrounded by the enemy.
Cecil just turns and leaves this one alone because he figures they've got that one.
Yeah.
He's gonna hit this one with his short sword. He's not gonna roll for it. He's just gonna hit it.
Okay. 15 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Like I said, Cecil's done this before as a 9-foot Adana. Adana? I'm Madonna and out. Oh, anyway.
You actually are just so used to this as an 11-foot tall god where your muscles are stacked upon more muscles that you just cleave your way through this puppet.
Yeah. My muscles have muscles.
True.
Okay. And then, as a bonus action,
Oh.
I'm gonna... Never mind. I'm not gonna do anything.
No? You're going to end your
save
turn?
that. Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. So, starting with this puppet, it will try and throw its strings now around Snickers. .23, I imagine, will hit. And as the puppet strings gather themselves around Snickers, yes, around you, Snickers.
Snickers.
The puppet strings wind themselves around you, Snickers, entrapping you. The creature chooses. You will need to make a strength or dexterity saving throw. The DC for this is 13.
Snickers. I'm at the edge of my seat.
Ooh, unfortunate. Okay, so you will take full damage for this, as you are not able to escape and you cannot move next turn.
That's rough, buddy.
You will take 5 damage.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Hey, how you doing over there, Snickers?
It's just a scratch.
It's
And then it will try and use its second move to pinch harder on the strings. And a 16, will that hit?
Snickers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another 5 damage.
Can I not have an opportunity attack or something? That's the only reaction
A
to...
mercy attack?
An opportunity attack is when a monster leaves your vicinity.
What if they enter it? Is that an opportunity attack?
No.
Ugh, it should be.
It's not.
'Cause I'm dying here.
Works. It tightens the strings around your body, and you can feel yourself, the strings like cutting into your flesh, making these razor thin cuts all around your torso.
As they tighten into her little body, you just hear a eek. Yeah.
Meanwhile, this puppet will go here, and this one will go here, blocked by this one because this one refuses to move. This one will now go for a swing at Cecil.
Nobody hits me.
23.
One person hits me.
Okay, so that is a 10. It will then use its second action here to attempt to wrap its strings around you, Cecil. But a 9 will not hit that.
What the idea was it? Why couldn't we have just moved on? Why are we fighting these fucking things?
Yeah, you guys went back and then threw a rock at these people that were just talking.
We're gonna fucking die because you people are like,
Then this one will attempt to throw its blades, or stab you with its blades.
Oh, I like throw.
16.
No.
16 will not hit. Okay.
No.
Then it will now attempt to get its strings around you. And an 8 will not do it as well. Well, hey, good for that. That is the end of all of their turns, and it will be Snickers now. The initiative is yours.
You know what? Can I use a spell?
Yeah. What spell would you like to do?
I'd like to use, well, actually, can I get closer?
You cannot move. You are
No, I
currently
cannot
entangled. You can
Okay.
make a strength saving throw, though, and if you are able to pass a DC 13, then you will be able to break out.
Okay, would that count as a move?
That will count as an action. You'll still have a bonus action, and you will still have a movement.
Let me just do. Nope.
Nope, you are still
What a
entrapped.
surprise. Okay. She Okay, I used to have 2 weapons. Now I have another. I take out my other dagger and try to fucking cut the strings of whatever this is.
I would suggest, because you do have a bonus action now, you would be able to still try and throw that torch now.
Oh. Let me throw the torch.
Okay. No worries. I got you on that. I knew that's what you were wanting to go for anyways.
Standing on it. If I
You're
can't
cutting
see
out
it,
a
it
little
doesn't
bit again.
exist. If I can't see it, it doesn't exist, obviously. I have the object permanence of a baby.
For real.
But do you pick up the torch and actually throw it?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and make me either an athletics or acrobatics roll. DC for this will be 12. Unfortunate. So you grab the torch, and I now need to make a roll because there's a chance you might have thrown it at Cecil. Five. That will be 1, 2, 3. Okay. You threw the torch right here. And it scatters to the ground, sort of just entrapped along the flames, or along the stone floor.
All right, I'm in no position to talk, but Snickers does ask, like, who are the other echoers?
Who are the other echoers?
Yeah, because he said at the beginning there are more. It's another echo, like, you know, another echo. What's an echo?
So you're saying this to the puppet?
Yeah.
Okay. It just responds with echoes, echoes, silence, the echoes, the name of the sound. All you wish is to be crowned. Tell us, show us, imbibe us.
Cecil would like to say, less talking, more fighting.
Wait, I have a question for the DM. What would it take to run away?
To run away?
Yeah.
So there are 2 ways that you can run away from a combat. If you're able to get to the edge of a map and stay there for 1 turn without receiving any damage, then the next turn will be you having fled that area, and you will have escaped combat for that moment. However, if you are still in sight, there is a chance that they could try and chase after you. Otherwise, the other way to escape combat is to gain stealth somewhere. You could stay in the same room, but if you can be unseen, the entire party be unseen for 1 turn, then combat ceases, and any enemies that you were previously engaged with will be on a heightened sense.
Okay. Cool.
Rill, initiative is yours.
Okay. Since Snickers has those strings around her, would it be my bonus action or my action if I
Try to
want
cut them.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Okay. And then what do I roll?
You just need to roll for me either in athletics or acrobatics to see how many you were able to cut.
Okay.
Ooh,
We're
8.
going to die.
Not the best. You were able to cut enough to more or less free Snickers, but most of the strings return back to the puppet as it holds itself aloft. But Snickers is free.
The strings were retractable?
The strings were retractable.
Ugh, fuck. Okay. So then I move here.
Okay.
Right? 5, 10, 50. Yep. And then I attack with my short sword.
You swing your short sword with a great and powerful swing. Let's see what you got.
Yes!
19 will hit. Roll for damage. 2. How does that go down for Rill as she runs up?
I just run into the line of sight of the puppet and then just slash at it, trying to do any sort of damage to it.
Okay. As you sort of like fumble yourself forward, just trying to get damage and get its attention away from Snickers, you swing yourself at it. Go ahead and roll me, Snickers and Rill both, roll me a d4. Current aggro is on Snickers for this monster, but there is an attempt to try and draw aggro away. Luna's is a 2. Slash arm.
wait.
Close.
A 4. A 4 does not match the 2, and unfortunately aggro stays with Snickers.
Yeah,
Is there anything else you'd like to do? You've done your action, you've done a bonus action and a movement, but you could move more if you wanted. Nope. Okay.
my turn.
Cecil. Initiative comes back to you.
Give me a second.
Ooh, actually, as you're thinking, one quick thing. Rill, as you sliced into this puppet in particular, you heard the puppet almost stop reciting its poem and instead say, "Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you."
It wants me to free it. Okay.
If that's how you take it. But anyway, Cecil, what are you doing?
Very good question.
Very good.
I will. Fuck. I'll just hit this one, the one in the doorway with a short
for it.
sword.
Short sword,
Yeah,
9.
cool,
Ooh,
cool,
will
cool,
not
cool.
hit.
Cool.
Cool.
No doubt.
You got any cantrips you want to maybe use for your bonus?
I can use a cantrip as a bonus.
Yes. Level 0 spells can be used as cantrips. Or level 0 spells can be used as bonus actions.
Even attack ones?
Yep. That's why you
What
can
the
swing and
fuck?
do something else, like your Sacred Flame, etc. And you can cast 2 bonus actions to equal 1 action.
Okay. Sure.
It keeps you going. It keeps your pace going. It is a small homebrew thing.
I'm down.
I mentioned that in the first battle, but it's been a while since that.
I remember you mentioning it. I just didn't think it applied to spells. This is fucking cool. Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so
that's why Snickers was able to do her prestidigitation and attack in the same turn.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So Cecil looks around, feeling just a little bit threatened.
Yep.
And he feels an energy inside of him, and he's gonna like cast an attack forward at this doll, out from his hands.
Ooh, what attack? Okay. An 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. 8 force damage. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that also lets you move the creature, correct?
It does not at this level.
Okay. So it does deal 8 damage, though, and that is important. Now, as this is a little bit of an important attack you just made here, would you like to describe it, or would you like me to describe it?
Hit me with it. You do it.
Sure. Cecil, surrounded by the puppets around here, feeling the creaking wood and the incessant poems ricocheting off of the rebounds of his skull, can barely hold the light within him anymore. Unfortunately, he feels himself turning to the darkness within. And as this happens, you feel yourself... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, now that that's there. It started so loud. Anyways, as I was saying, the light within can barely hold up the facade that Cecil's kept for so long. And sometimes power comes at a cost. Finally unleashing the power, he holds out his hand and dark energies swirl around the once lit paladin. And an eldritch blast unleashes itself at the puppet standing before him, dealing massive amounts of damage, and the dark energies searing the ashen wood that stand before him. It seems that there is more to Cecil than at first met the eye. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That will be it? Question mark? Yeah.
Okay. It'll come to the puppet's turns. Because you did a lot of damage, I need you to now roll for your aggro. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
Yeah.
If you match a 2, then you will take the aggro. You did not. Aggro is still on Snickers. So we will start with that one. In the final throes of its wooden life, it tries to take out one with it. And it will be screaming almost at the top of its creaking lungs. You hear the wood expanding and contracting as this sound escapes the wooden frame, as it just says, in particular for this one, we stand around while you dream. You use us and cut us while we beam. And it will roll to throw the strings once more on Snickers. Will an 11 hit?
No.
Woohoo! Nice. Because it cannot do that in the same turn, it cannot attack you now. So it will throw it to the highest damage that was done last turn, which will be Cecil. And it will get its daggers out and try and stab behind it. 22.
What the fuck? Yeah, that hits me.
Dealing 9 points of damage.
For sure.
For sure. Then we'll get to this one, and it will attempt to just do 2 dagger strikes at you. So I'm gonna do 2 d20s, but know that these have +5s added to them. An 18 and a 14. So I imagine both of those will hit.
The first one hits.
The second one does not, with a +5.
It matches.
14 plus 5, 19. Whoa, you have 19 AC?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And on a match, defenders win. So only one will hit you. Damn, 19 AC at level 3? Ooh. You spec'd yourself well. Okay. So it will just do the 2d6 plus 3. 10.
Well, that does hurt a lot. He is... well, he's on his last limbs.
Oh, wait. For me, it's showing that you're on death saving throws.
Yeah.
Did you fall?
Yeah.
unfortunate. Cecil falls to the floor in front of both Rill and Snicker's eyes. It seems that while he held the front line as long as he could, because he was not able to get enough reinforcements, it only held for so long. And instead, the puppet over here to the right and the puppet over here to the left, you will see start coiling up their puppet strings as if preparing for something. Snickers, it is now your turn.
Okay.
We have our first death saving throw soon. Ooh boy.
Is this puppet still not dead?
It is still not dead. You guys rolled a lot of minimal damage marks to it.
Okay.
There were multiple attacks that did 2s.
5. And Snickers grabs the torch again.
Okay. I will delete the torch.
And she'd like to throw it here.
Okay. Because that is going. Okay. You're going to make me an athletics or acrobatics roll because you are not hindered by anything. It is a DC of 10.
Before she does do that, she'd like to use rage.
You would like to use rage?
Yes.
Okay. Would you like to read out what rage does again?
So you, as a bonus action, enter rage for up to 1 minute or 10 rounds. You gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws. Melee damage with strength weapons. You can't cast or concentrate on spells while raging. Your rage ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature.
Yes. So I would like you to remember the first part where it said as a bonus action you enter a rage. However, you are running and picking up and throwing a torch. That is a bonus action.
Then I guess I won't rage.
But you can.
Later.
What you can do, and I'm willing to sort of part with this and let you do it because you're going for a thing, as well as you might be enraged by the fact that one of your party members has fallen. You will not be able to attack, but you can enter rage this turn and throw the torch, but that'll be it. And then next turn, your rage will really take effect.
No, I won't.
Okay.
I'll just have her throw it right here.
Okay, so DC of 10.
Acrobat.
Is going to be, yep, okay. On that DC of 10, unfortunately it is a match, and unfortunately on matches defenders win. So it will not hit right where you put it here. It will instead land either to the left or to the right of that puppet, which might still hit someone. I want you to flip a coin. You're gonna do a /R 1d2. On a 1, it will go to the left of that doll. On a 2, it will go to the right.
/R2.
A 1, it will go to the left. So the torch lands it right here. And you will see a fire start spreading along the ashen wood. That fire. Yes?
Oh, does it also catch the strings on fire and light up the whole place pretty much?
It not that quickly. This is barely 6 seconds.
Okay.
It is just caught fire. However, you can roll me 1d10 plus 3. Nine. And because it is weak, it will take twice that. So minus 18. You see the flames start encompassing all of the ashen wood that this puppet is comprised of, and it starts screaming in pain. But through the pain, all I can say is, we stand around while you dream. You use us and cut us while we beam. Repeat the word, repeat the word. And then final creaks of repeat the word as the fire continues to encompass it. It still stands for now, though it seems to not be at a great place.
Okay, do I have any other actions or what?
That was a bonus action you used, so you still have a full action.
I push it. No, okay. Let's see.
Also, as a note for either Rill or Snickers, any points of healing that go to Cecil's way will immediately take him back from death's door.
I don't think I have anything that heals.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. I'll use.
That was on myself. Please fucking end me.
Okay.
God comes down, he's like, sorry, bro, you just couldn't carry it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration on Cecil.
Bardic Inspiration on Cecil?
Is
That is a
saving
bonus
throw?
action spell.
God, why is everything a bonus action? Just let me act.
Bards are all about bonus actions.
Terrible. Okay. We stabby this one.
Okay, go for the stabby stab.
Okay. Fuck, what do I roll again? Strength? No.
Yep.
Where's my daggers?
No, just your dagger thing. It has a hit / DC. A 21 will hit. Roll for damage.
Yeah, baby.
6.
Oh my god. Okay.
You
Snickers.
Yeah.
Okay, Snickers jumps up, and she like jumps really high for some reason, and she grabs the dagger that was in the puppet's forehead and pulls it out and just starts shanking this thing in the head.
Ooh, perfect. Okay, add back your dagger into your inventory because as you start just annihilating this thing's face, it screams in its pain and topples over, dead. Oh, if I can roll, please. Oh my god, Firefox hates me. Okay, but it's dead. It's a red one. I just can't rotate it right now, unfortunately. But as it falls, it starts saying, "Thank you. We appreciate you for the cuts you give for those you imbibe, Turkoth." Is that the end of your turn?
Wow. Yes, can I be standing on top of its body?
Yeah, I'll give you that because it was part of your description and everything. You stand in front of it.
Then
I'm gonna move this guy just off to the side for you.
Yeah, okay. Can Snickers, because I only moved 10 feet? Can I still move?
You still can move, yes.
Okay. I'll move right here.
Okie dokie. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Rill is all up to you. What do you do?
Can I investigate to see if the Tarkov's doll, basically, if it's like, really, really dead? Does that make sense?
I will give you this one for free so you do not waste a bonus action investigating. It is dead.
Well, goddamn, I have to. Okay.
If it is tinted red, that is me telling you, official from DM, like, you do not have to worry about it.
Well, I was just wondering, because, souls are in the puppets. I wanted to make sure.
You might have wanted to read one of those journals that was read out to you about how the souls really aren't in there anymore, but okay.
I was the only one reading the journals. But anyways, rearming. Freaking. Where is it?
Are you using your bonus action to get your longbow back out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here I go again.
Sure thing. Which one are you aiming at?
The one right in front of Snickers.
Ooh, you are trying to fire through Snickers. If you remember the first combat where I introduced this, you will be rolling at a disadvantage.
Okay. How do I do that again?
You roll twice, we take the lower result.
Can she shoot through my horns?
5 and a 3. Unfortunately, with the 3 as a nat 1, before it could have been argued that she was able to shoot through the horns, but not here. A nat 1 means there's a possibility you just attacked Snickers. We will roll a d20, DC 14, and if you are rolling under 14, you will be hitting Snickers for damage.
Did a 1d20.
1d20. Okay, you were able to pass it. Nice. Unfortunately, though, the upside to this is no one got hurt.
Yeah, thankfully. Okay, and then I just stay there.
Okay, Cecil, we come to your first death saving throw.
Yeah.
A 9.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a fail. It should be mentioned now that should it come back to Euro's turn or to Cecil's next turn, and he does roll a nat 1, Cecil will perish. If he is able to receive any points of healing, however, from any modicum of source, he will be instantly revived.
Okay.
The puppets, seeing one less echo surround their halls, reverberating around, will now start making their way to silencing the next. And we're gonna get 3 attacks at Snickers, who is now holding the line. All of these have a +5, so 2 will not hit, 1 will hit. Dealing 9 points of damage, Snickers. Are you still up?
I have no health.
If you have no health, you have fallen just as Cecil.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you now also stand at death's door.
Sweet.
Fates have been unkind, and they have swung their way past the front line here. Rill, you now stand alone. It will go to Snickers' turn next, however. And Snickers, you can make your first death saving throw.
How do I do that?
So over in the top right, where it should now show like a little man with X's for eyes.
Yeah.
If you click on that, it'll come up with a new little menu for you.
Okay.
And you should see a little marker in there for you to click, if I'm correct, right, Cecil?
Does death save successes?
Yeah, there's a red B that should be in the middle of them that'll roll your dice for you, or your die for you.
14. That is a success. You're able to barely hold on, and you gain yourself 1 success. 2 more of those, and you'll be back in it. If you do roll a 20 on your next turn, you'll be instantly back. Rill. Unfortunately, your friends have fallen before you. 3 puppets still remain. What will you do?
I'd like to call for help. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're just gonna keep the onslaught of attacking. So now I'm hitting this one.
Okay, with your longbow out, you take aim at another one. A 22 will do a max crit. You will do maximum damage. What is the maximum damage you have there?
What?
Basically, what is the dice and what is the modifier?
1d8, sorry.
Okay, so you'll do, so you don't roll for that one. When I said you do max damage, I just want to know what is your dice, what is your modifier, because you're taking the maximum. So you are just dealing 1d8, there is no modifier, which means you deal 8 damage, which is just enough to kill it.
Oh, thank God.
And it slumps to the ground as it just repeats on end another part of the poem. We hide in the stains, we eat the chains. The fire, however, having now fully consumed this body, will start to have a chance to spread to the other one. I'm gonna roll a d20. On a 12 or higher, it will spread. It will spread. So the one to the right will be spread to first. As Rill, you can do the honors for me. You will roll. What did I tell Luna to roll? What does the fire do again? I need to roll just a second. because I believe it should have been 1d10 plus 3. Yeah, 1d10 plus 3. $13. You see fire encompass all aspects of this puppet. Its entire corpse just is emblazoned with fire before you, standing on top of these two almost corpses. The fire casting an eerie and unfortunately horrific light on the bruises and injuries that they have sustained. What else would you like to do with your turn, Rill?
I'll use my action to
attack. You still have a bonus and a movement.
Can my bonus be another attack?
Your bonus is not another attack unless you have something that says you can use a bonus as another attack.
Damn.
If you have a cantrip that can act, that will count as a bonus action for you.
I wouldn't do anything in time. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to end my turn.
Unfortunate. Cecil, it comes to you as a one more word of note. Okay, well, you just barely almost did not die as I was saying things. Okay, you have one success and one failure. You are still right at death's door, but you live just for a moment longer.
Chillin'.
It will now come to this and here. One will come to attack you now, Rill. Will not hit, and its second attack will natural crit, so it will deal the max damage, which will be 15 points of damage to you, Rill. Are you alive? Please tell me you're alive.
Yeah, totally.
Don't say it like that. Is that true or not?
Yeah, I am. I'm at 9.
Okay. 9 health. Oh boy. The other one that has been preparing its puppet strings will attempt to wrap them around, in this case, Snickers. Let's see how much it was able to complete. 13. Okay. It was able to completely cover just over half of Snickers' body in its puppet strings.
Wouldn't my armor class?
Your armor class does not do anything in this case because you are downed and prone. That is part of the thing of being knocked out on death's door. Armor class is how hard it is to hit you. But Snickers, it is your turn. Go ahead and roll a death saving throw for me. If you do get a natural 20, you will be instantly back. A 17. That is 2 successes. One more success and you will be back. You hold on to life, slowly seeing or feeling the strings being wrapped around you, knowing this tight embrace of a predator going after its prey and your refusal to be the hunted.
Must meet 45th hunter.
Rill, initiative comes back to you. What do you do? Oh, wait, actually, no, I'm wrong. One quick thing. Which I guess makes sense for here, because the one that is right in front of you is still on fire. On its turn, it should have taken some damage. That will be 1d10 plus 3. Dealing 4. It is still alive.
Okay. Well, I thought I had unmuted myself, but I was muted.
You were definitely
so bonus
not.
action. Yeah. Shield towards sword, and then just attacking. Oh, god damn it.
Go for it. 22 will hit. Swing.
Saving you guys that.
7 will be enough to kill it. and it falls before you. In this case, because you attack with the sword, its final words to you, creaking out of its wooden lungs, will be, "Appreciate all you've done. Your sacrifice will be remembered."
Well, sleep well, little doll.
And you will see, actually, as it finally falls through the fire, you will see almost the wood beginning to move as it finally loses the last essence of life it held, as its mouth is etched into a smile. It grins with wooden teeth to you. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
Can't do anything else, so I stay put.
Okay. I will forego the fire moving at this point because it is fully burned through something and does not have anything wooden next to it. Even though technically you guys would be flammable, I'm not going to be that mean.
A part of my horn. Stick it in.
Do you want to roll for it? Do you want to go for that?
Tilt head to the other side. You know what? Yeah, we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, I'm trying to be kind here.
What do I have to roll?
Not you.
I think
It's Cecil's turn.
Roll in this scenario, yeah.
Fine.
Cecil is now at 2 failures and 1 success. 1 more failure, and Cecil will perish from this world. If anyone had any healing, this is why you have healers. It comes to the final puppet, who starts rattling about. You can see the wood starting to scratch amongst its own joints as it erratically moves around, seeing that the rest of its compatriots have died. And you will see that it attempts to move away and hold a defensive line, no longer entrapping Snickers here, and instead readies its strings to throw. It seems that it is readied in action. Snickers, it is now your turn. An 11 will pass. Snickers, with the smallest breath of life, you bring yourself back in. No longer content to just be laying down, you faced worse things than this, and this will not be where you fall if you have anything to say about it. Now that you've had 3 successes, you should be able to heal for yourself. The way I do this is I let you do a 1d6 plus 1.
Seven.
Hey, not crit. You're back at 7 health. Almost as much as what Rill's still standing at.
Cool.
That will be your full action, but I will still give you a bonus action and a movement.
I cry.
Okay. For bonus action, I'll use Bardic Inspiration on Cecil. So that
Bardic
gives
Inspiration on Cecil.
That gives him
1d6.
Yeah, for a saving throw.
Yes, and death saving throw is a saving throw. It may not be a heal, but it can still help at least in some way.
Yep. And I can move, you said?
Yep.
Well, I will move. Hold on. What is this right here?
That is a table.
No, but on the table, this yellow thing.
Some cheese.
Oh. Yeah, okay, I'll stand right here.
You scamper onto the... you could be standing next to the table. I'll allow it since it's only covering a portion of it. But do you want to scamper onto the table?
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay. You gasp quickly to life, going, no. And you run forward, scampering on top of the table, your hoof defiantly stomping in the cheese, smushing it as you stand there staring at this puppet, finally standing. However, you did enter its range of attack.
No!
That it had readied up.
No.
And they will attempt to entrap you in strings.
Yeah.
And a 23 will hit.
Jesus Christ.
You can make me a strength or a saving throw. Strength or athletics. Either straight strength or straight athletics. Oh, no. I'm wrong again. My goodness, I'm sorry. It is a strength or dexterity, your choice. And DC for this is 13. You easily pass it. In your new defiant second wind, you see these strings for what they are. You felt them once around you and you will never feel them again. And you quickly sidestep it and flick some of the cheese onto the puppet's face.
Let them eat cheese.
Let them eat cheese. Rill, initiative is now yours.
Seeing as we just have to kill that damn puppet. Wait, no.
Gotta kill that damn puppet.
Since the fire is out, because it's completely burned from the puppet, I know that
Yes.
this one left something behind. Can I rummage through it? Would that be bonus action or action?
Did someone stabilize me by chance?
A healer.
That'd be fucking useful. Medicine
There is a
checks
stabilize.
exist.
There is a stabilize action.
Look, man, this is my first go around.
It is your second.
What?
You had
This
a
is my
combat
first
before this.
campaign.
You
My
had a
first
campaign before this.
campaign.
Also, in the first combat, I did explain that was an action you could take, but
That was like
Okay.
5 weeks ago.
Okay.
okay.
I'm still learning, but whatever.
Rill, would you like to still rummage through the remains of that doll?
No, since
puppet.
clearly I gotta stabilize this guy over here.
Okay. I like how it's just, well, I guess if I gotta. I guess if he's actually about to perish and die in front of our eyes.
I guess if he was holding off fucking 3 of them so they could live, I mean,
I mean,
Seriously?
if it had been on my worksheet, but whatever. So
it
what do
is
I
on
roll?
your sheet. You can click medicine.
What? Okay. Well,
Would you like to
Newfound
stabilize with a
discovery.
medicine check? It is a DC of 10. Unfortunately, you crit failed.
I tried, buddy.
Fucking end me.
Oh no. Well, that is your bonus action used up and a bit of your movement. You still have an action left.
Whipped. I can't do anything. Sorry.
No, do it again.
What do you mean do it again?
Don't you have an action?
An action can be used for another medicine check.
Oh, Lord.
It is DC 10. Cool. With a 18, that is past the 14 threshold that he now no longer just has to not make a death saving throw. He is able to count 1 success. And that will be the 1 success that you needed, if I'm correct, right, Cecil?
Negative.
Ooh, how many successes are you at?
I am tied at 2-2.
You are tied at 2-2. Well then, you may have not saved him yet, Rill, but you at least evened the playing field, in a way?
Please.
Now it's
Get a
just
good roll.
50-50.
Now it's just a 50-50. Rill, is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Cecil, you are about to make a roll that will...
Well,
You just go for it. You don't wait for me to say anything. Holy fuck. Okay,
So-
luckily,
I have a 1d6.
you do have a 1d6, but you don't need to use it.
Oh, what? A 10 is fine?
A 10 is fine. On a 10, that is the one time that defenders get this, because I am saying that you are defending.
Alright, well.
So a 10, you were just barely able to make it. Keep your bardic inspiration, because you're going to need it soon, buddy. Roll yourself a 1d6 plus 1 for what you heal. You heal back 6 HP. And Cecil, with a breath of stale, musky air from the tower, is able to imbibe just a little bit more life as he sits upright. And Cecil, That was an action, but you still have a bonus action and a movement.
What are you fuckers at?
Rill is at 9, and Snickers is at 7.
We're all kind of fucked. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna use Healing Light.
Okay, healing
I'm gonna
light.
use both pools of the D6.
Go for it.
Okay, that was 1. That was 2. So I heal for 8.
Heal for that 8.
And that was my bonus action.
Hey, you are now the most healed amongst everyone here. Would you like to move at all?
I'm fine here.
Okay. It comes to the
That
puppet,
fucker.
who, let's see, the closest will either be Snickers or Cecil. Snickers is the one that aggroed it a little bit with the cheese, so it will go to attack Snickers. It will move
What kind
over
of
here.
cheese it was?
Yeah, what kind of cheese was it, Snickers?
Gouda.
Brie?
Feta.
Feta. With
Crumbly.
flecks of feta scrambled across its face, it raises its
Wait.
bronze wooden
Is it-
daggers.
If it's got feta on its face, does it get a disadvantage?
No. An 18.
Yeah. I don't like this.
Snickers falls once more across the table, laying astray as if a new dish has been laid out before it.
Oh my god.
And it will use that as its turn then. Snickers, give me a death saving throw.
Dead man.
17, that is one success.
You lived, bitch. For
Really?
now.
I just can't. This ass won't quit.
This ass won't quit. As you fall
Okay.
on the table, you're like, I'm not fucking food.
I just want to make sure. Yep. Attack that fucker.
Go for it. A 13 will unfortunately not hit.
This is the end, you guys.
You still have a bonus action.
You have a bonus.
What the fuck am I gonna do with it?
Attack again.
She can't attack again. She doesn't have what you have as a barbarian.
You.
Use a spell or something. I don't know.
If I whip out my water, I can't use it until the next turn.
Use the mask.
It still preps you for next turn.
And then
You
the
also do
mask
have a
won't
mask.
Be useful. Fucking
It won't be
idiot.
useful. Okay. Okay, smiley face.
I won't be alive in 2 turns. My god.
Don't use the mask then, smiley. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm looking. Give me 1 sec. Fuck, of course I wouldn't make a note of this item. God damn it. Yeah, I'll just put my mask on, whatever.
Fine, fuck it, whatever. Okay. If that's how we're approaching it, I guess. Rill, with a sort of look of disdain, you take the mask out of your pocket. You put it on after glancing at its white marbled surface before it speaks to you.
Yes, user. Well,
Can you heal all of us here?
Healing abilities are not part of your innate nature, and I have nothing to amplify.
You guys got that?
I could barely hear it, sorry.
I think it said that it wasn't part of your nature or something.
Here.
I heard
Tell me
amplify.
if this one. Tell me if you can hear this better.
Hello, I am testing.
Much
Yes.
better.
So much better.
This healing is not part of your innate nature, and therefore, I am unable to amplify.
There we go, okay. Get rid of the doll in front of, Cecil.
Deletion of threat. Capable. Transferring 1 extra speed for action services.
Rill, you feel yourself draining a small bit of life energy in response for your, for almost like a steroid boost, quickening yourself, allowing you to attack once more. You take 3 points of damage, but gain another turn.
Whew. I'm at 6.
A 12 will not hit.
Yep, well.
Would you like to use your bonus action for anything?
Give me a minute. I'm looking at all my options.
I thought you guys were going to get to the boss today.
Well,
I wanted to move forward. We
Yeah.
decided to move backwards.
There was a literally just a way forward that you guys unlocked with new information, but we went back and killed or tried to kill everyone at this banquet.
I just wanted to go to the other door.
I have no excuses.
You literally threw a rock at them too, like, haha, what are you going to do?
I know.
And then when they started coming over to see what it was, you're like, I'm not hiding.
We're in
Smile?
the middle. Let's not point fingers right now.
As you're
do it
lying
later.
dead on the table.
Let's make it after.
If you make it after. There was a chance Cecil would have not seen the light of day. Rill, for bonus actions, you can still, if you guys might not remember this, so I will mention it again since the last combat was 5 weeks ago, but you do have a free investigation check that you can use to try and discern abilities of your opponents. That is a free action.
Okay, what do you... Oh!
Unfortunately, it does not pass the DC of 12, so you're not able to ascertain anything. But that is a free action, and you still have your bonus action.
Okay, let's do this again. What are you hiding, puppet? Oh, thank God.
What is this investigation for?
What weakness can I spot on the doll?
Okay, so this is not the mechanic I have then, so I can't reveal as much then, because you did that at first and you did a natural 1. So you're using your bonus action to now just make a general investigation.
Yep.
Okay. You notice that the puppet... Okay, with a 16, I can't reveal these things. You're able to notice that the puppet seems to be trying to silence whatever is around it and will attack whatever is loudest initially.
Awesome. Cecil, don't move. All the clinking,
What?
clinking,
Don't
clinking.
move?
Cecil is literally has the most health right now.
I am definitely moving. Because this fucking rat is down.
Cecil, initiative is
on
yours.
the table.
No, Snickers. This is not Snickers time.
This is
Okay,
not Snickers
I'll walk
time.
over there.
Okay.
Can I spend my bonus action first?
Yes, you can. You can do it in
Use a
any
spell.
order you like.
Okay. I'm gonna hit this fucking thing.
Go for it. Eldritch Blast with a 23. The dark forces gather around your hand into a dark force of energy. A ball comprised of pure darkness, and they usher their way right into the beast's carnage of a corpse. Go ahead and roll damage. Dealing 3 forces of damage.
Okay. The rat.
The rat. I will also point out, Cecil, you were also given a mask. And the mask was the only one that had images in, like a form on it.
This is true. I could increase my charisma and strength.
There
And I
was
could
also
the limb thing.
yeah.
I'll use an action.
As long as you are aware of its existence. I was worried that you guys just genuinely forgot about the entire mechanic of this world.
Cecil, after sending out the crackling energy, looks at the rat on the table, takes a deep sigh, and I will heal it.
With lay on hands, I imagine?
Yeah, I'm just using one.
Okay. Go ahead and use your pool.
I used one. Should be at 9.
Oh, just like one of the pool. I got you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, 1 health point is just enough to bring Snickers gasping back to life. Snickers, you notice that a piece of cheese is stuck in your mouth and you cough it out as you stand back up with 1 health point.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn, Cecil?
Yeah.
Okay. It comes to the puppet. And it will attack Cecil. 17 will not hit your 19. But seeing that there is now a full party before it again, it has gotten into a defensive stance and unlocks that, so it will attempt to strike once more at Cecil. A 20 will hit. Dealing 12 damage.
All right.
Does that put you back on death's door?
Nope.
Hey, congrats. Snickers, you're back alive. A puppet stands before you, mercilessly stabbing at Cecil, who just brought you back. What do you do?
Is a mask a masking a bonus action or an action?
Sorry, one more time?
Is the mask, like putting the mask on, is it an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action.
Okay, then I will use my action to attack it with a dagger.
Okay. Action for dagger. Go ahead and roll to hit.
I am
5,
fucking
unfortunately,
terrible
a
today.
natural crit fail. I will not
Yeah.
roll anything else for her, but it does not hit.
All right, she's putting on her mask now.
Okay. So Snickers, seeing what Rill has done has inspired Snickers' own thoughts of the mask that was given to her by that odd tall man who refused to really show himself and sounded all echoey and weird. And you pull it out and you see its marbled porcelain texture, smooth in your fingers, in your paws, before you turn it around and put it on your face. And you hear a voice.
User Snickers. Registered. Identified. User Snickers. How can this one be of assistance?
How good are you at burning wood?
This mask is a mirror of the self. How good would then this mask ask? Are you at burning wood?
Well, not very, but I can stab. Can you launch a sword or something at that doll?
Assumptions that this mask has its own appendages in order to attack would be quite contrary to the intelligence this one was led to believe of your user profile. However, this unit can enhance your strikes.
That fucker just insulted me. Okay. Power me up.
And right after that, you hear one small whisper in the back of your mind.
Yes. Imbibe it. Give in, and I can unleash more if you so desire.
With that being said, you will now see that for the next 2 attacks, you can add 1d4 to your attacks.
Okay.
Also, just as a quick check, that you were able to understand what I said, right?
Yeah. He insulted me, and then there was an evil part to the mask.
Okay. But is that the end of your turn?
Unless I can attack again.
You cannot attack again, unfortunately.
Then that is the end of my attack.
Cool. You asked for stronger stabby stabs, so that's what you got. Rill, it's back to you.
So from previous combat, I remember it takes 2 turns for the mask to basically boot up. So this is above table? What
Above table, it was booting up to cancel out a strong magical attack. It was not booting up itself. It was booting up to cancel a thing. That was the actions it was taking.
Oh, okay. That's why.
It is immediately booted up. That's why you immediately got a turn refresh at the cost of 3 HP.
Okay. Well, I'd like to remove the mask. And
Well, okay.
I'm not gonna fucking risk my health again. And then I will just charge at the bloody. God damn it!
These not ones.
Yeah, and that's where I stand.
Any bonus actions? Well, no, you did that to take off the mask. Okay.
Yep.
Cecil,
I'm gonna hit this motherfucker.
you slice at him with that 21. Roll for damage. 3.
Like my threes.
As you slice at it, it starts to grin at you, going, "Thank you. We will remember." Would you like to do anything else? Yeah, it's still alive. It's totally
Yeah, I'm gonna
alive.
shock that motherfucker.
Shock that motherfucker with a 9. Ooh, that will not hit. The Eldritch Blast it sort of like zooms right past one of its shoulders as it was busy like sort of bowing to you after being slashed.
Alright, well.
And
it.
it comes back to the doll. The doll is currently still focused on Cecil at this point. So it will attack you with a swing of 11, which will not hit you, but it will attempt to stab again. With another 11, that will miss. It gets nothing. Snickers. Luckily, nothing major has happened so far, but the mask has given you...
What?
What?
Nothing major has happened. I've almost died twice.
Since your last turn.
Oh
is
yeah.
what I said.
Okay, that one got cut off.
Okay, sorry about that. However, you do have your additional, what did I say? It was +3 to your attack damage.
1d4, you said.
1d4? 1d4, my bad. Thank you for correcting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So feel free to roll to attack if you'd so like.
Oh.
A 20 will hit. Go and roll for damage and add a d4 after.
And
5?
Wait. Whoa.
Okay, 6. That is
Can I just
that much.
Can I just roll for the next attack too?
Are you getting a second attack?
Yeah, I'm definitely doing the second attack.
How are you getting? Do you have your second attack just instantly available without any rages?
Oh wait, no. Attacks per action. Ward.
Yeah.
Wait.
However,
I have
you
two
still have a
weapon-
bonus
I have
action.
Two weapon. I have 2 weapon fighting.
Okay.
I mean, I can hit with
That
the
does
other
not mean you
dagger in my
attack
other
twice.
Okay.
Would you like a definition of what 2 weapon fighting is in D&D?
Later. Let's
Okay
just-
then.
just
I will
over
not
with.
explain it now then.
2 weapon fighting. Yeah, I'll think about it later.
Okay. You still have a bonus action.
Okay. Let me go into my inventory. Snickers would like to throw.
Oop, you've been cut off.
Yeah, I can't do much.
Okay.
Oh, can I have investigation, I guess?
Investigation, you'd like to do your free action. Sure, absolutely.
Oh. I can't see.
A 7. That is not, unfortunately, enough to trigger the free action mechanic.
Dang it. Okay, I end my turn.
Okay. Rill, initiative is back to you.
Kill that fucker. Yes.
Hey, that will hit. Roll for damage. 7. Okay.
I'm out of here.
It starts staggering across its legs. You can see that a majority of the strings have now been cut as it teeters before you, but its blades still twirl in its hands, poised to strike. Would you like to do anything else?
Yeah.
What's in your mind?
What do I have to roll to gauge somewhat what their health is looking like?
Remember that free action mechanic I told you about?
Because I remember it was perception last time, but if it's investigation, then okay.
You can do investigation or perception. They should both be. Oh no, because investigation's out there. A 6. Fortunately, a nat 1 doesn't help things. It should have been investigation last time. Are you sure it was perception? If it was, I will go back on it, but I remember crafting this mechanic as an investigation thing.
I feel like I heard it once, but I could be wrong.
Do either of you guys remember what it was? Off the top of my head, I thought it was investigation.
We use perception.
If you think it is perception, I'm totally fine backing on that, and I'll give you guys perceptions from now on. Before I go back and check my notes, I'd rather not just go back through all of like my game mechanics notes right now.
No, it's okay. We can just keep investigating.
Okay, if you're sure.
It says
Then-
the person with the +5 bonus.
That isn't getting anything.
Yeah, it's getting nat 1s all the time. Cade, is that the end of your turn?
I used my action. I used the free. Yeah.
You still have a bonus and a movement. I will
What else?
give you this free wording of advice, though, that a lot of people forget, is that if you leave that circle of influence, the puppet will get a free attack on you.
Yeah.
Why are you rolling an 18 on your investigation?
Same as before.
Uh,
Trying to
Bonus action to try to do that?
Yeah, I'm
I
asking
mean-
like how you're doing that, like mechanically, Rill.
Oh. I'm
Be
looking to
blinked.
see- Okay. I'm looking to see how if the limbs are You know how sometimes they can get jammed to see how fluid their movements are remaining, I guess?
Okay, you want to see how fluid their movements are, which would be analogous to dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay. You can tell with an 18 pretty well how oiled their joints are, that they have a dexterity of 17.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, and I end my turn.
Okay. Cecil, comes back to you. The save. The 11. Oh no. Well, that's an action and a bonus action right there.
I'd like to use my free action to cry.
Okay, you use your free action to cry, and you buckle down in tears.
Cecil, me.
Okay. Meanwhile, the puppet goes to attack Cecil because no one else has gained its aggro. A 16 will not hit. A 22 will hit.
Cool. No doubt.
2d6 plus 3. Here we go. 10.
Hey, you don't do that thing where if it, like I get insta-killed, right?
No, I don't do overkill.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, you just go back on death's door. I personally consider like insta-kills to just be way too harsh, especially on newer players. Like even on advanced players, I wouldn't be doing that. But that was both of its actions.
Okay.
One is now down, back crumpled before you both. And it comes to Snickers.
Right back.
An 11 will not hit.
God damn.
However, you will hear a word from your mask since you still have it on. It will not be...
User Snickers, registered as 46 in Hunt, that unable to
Do not listen to that foolish thing. Scheduled, identified, programmed to fall to what they want and to Radar wants. Say the word, and I will clear this obstacle for you.
What? No. Next one, bro. What's the word though?
I will strengthen you. Merely accept me.
Snickers uses her bonus action to take off her mask.
Okay, your mask is off.
And give the massage to Cecil. No,
Massage.
I'm so
I
sorry.
pat his head.
I'm so sorry. There's nothing else that she can really do. So, end turn.
Okay. As the turn ends, it comes to Rill. You stand with one of your allies at death's door, one final enemy remaining. What do you do?
Same as always. Attack that fucker. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Okay, so for Real's bonus action, she would
Yes.
like to just sit on the floor and then lay down and curl up. Oh my god.
Is that the end of your turn, Rill?
Yeah, this is tilting. Holy moly.
Cecil, would you like to roll your death saving throw?
No, I'd like to just die.
Okay. Would you like to accept death?
Never mind. Life is worth living.
Okay. As you sort of lay there wondering, maybe I should just accept death. Unfortunately, you feel some of your limbs gaining their strength and you're like,
Unfortunately.
Wait, he still has
could
the
be
bardic.
king still.
Well, he still has the bardic inspiration. Does he roll the d6 and if it's a 20, does it bring him back?
he will get 2 instead of 1 if it's a 20. However, he would have to roll a natural 6 on that bardic inspiration, and it's usually better to hold those things for when you get a fail.
Okay.
It will come to the doll, the puppet, however, and it will swing one of its daggers at Snickers. if I did not type in correctly, I would not accidentally roll a D209. And instead roll an 11. Does that hit you?
No.
Cool. The next one will be going at Rill. With a 7. It will have missed both of them. Unfortunately, it seems that this one is on its last legs as well and barely able to swing. Snickers, what would you like to do?
I attack.
Go for that attack. An 8 will not hit.
I can't, man.
Sometimes dice just don't like you.
No, they don't. Are you? It's just sometimes. Did you see our last 2 games?
True. What else would you like to do? You took off the mask that was offering to kill it for you.
Yeah. I'm not gonna waste that on these plebs.
Yeah, these are the plebs, boy. If this is how you face the plebs.
All right, investigation. Let's go.
Investigation, free action, DC 12. You just have to pass that 12.
Yes.
15. What would you like to know? Anything you want.
Oh my God, what are the options?
Anything you want.
Okay. Well, so I don't know.
You can learn either its attack movements, and I will give you the descriptions of its attacks. I can give you its current stats, whether they be like its dexterity, its current health, etc. I can give you what it plans to do next for its turn. Anything you can think of in those terms.
What's
what it wants to plan to do? It plans to attack Snickers first and then Rill, because you are both making the same amounts of noise and the same amount of aggro onto it. Neither of you are higher than the other in its eyes.
All right, Rill, how much health do you have?
6.
Okay, I have 1. Snickers starts making a lot of noise. And like, if someone's gonna save, it's gonna be Rill. It's gonna be the fish. Okay.
Ooh, what do you do as your free action of making noise?
Okay, you know that you know. Okay, no, wait. She pulls out her lyre.
Her leer, yes.
Her lyre. Starts plucking it.
I will give that to you as your free action. Absolutely.
Okay.
Even though it's technically an item interaction shit. Yeah. What do you think? La 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 la.
La la. It's a rendition of a famous song, but sung in her tribe's language. And it goes a little like.
You're speaking so loud right now, your mic's cutting you off.
Gotta get out entirely, it's perfect.
It's still cutting out.
Nice try, nice try.
Okay, it's like hold on, let me think of.
It's I Want It That Way by Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, it's
let's move on.
Okay, there we go. Sheesh. Okay. As you do that, give me a performance check. DC here is 10. 17 easily passes it. The loud sounds from your lyre are more than enough to have this puppet cock its head, ready its daggers, twirling in its hands as it says one more time, "How do you say insane? How do you stay bloodstain?" And it will be aggroed onto you.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
Is there any can we ask them what fucking word they want us to say?
You can try and ask it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Rill, it is your turn. Oh, would you like to?
Oh, can I?
You can talk as a free action. That's always a thing.
Okay. Okay, Snickers asks it, like, what the fuck do you want me to say?
Repeat the word. Repeat the word.
Repeat the word. Repeat the word.
Repeat the word.
How do you stay insane? How do you
stay bloodstained?
Oh, word.
Rill, what would you like to do?
Oh, Okay, so for bonus action, I have swapped my short sword for my quarterstaff. Maybe my quarterstaff will actually do something.
Hit it with a stick! Hit it with a stick! Wood on wood action!
Oh.
Oh my god!
Fucking
No, that doesn't hit. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Hey, Cecil, give me that death saving throw. That is 2 failures. Cecil, with the natural 1, is now on the final part of Death's Door. He has 1 success and 2 fails instantly. Should it come around to Cecil's turn and no one has used a turn to stabilize him, or if he fails 1 more roll, he will be perished.
Whoops. I got you next time, buddy.
Remember, you did have that free bonus action and you never used it. It comes back to the puppet, who now has full attention on Snickers, and will attempt to attack. Will a 16 hit Snickers?
Yes.
It rolls for damage.
Yep, I'm dead.
You are knocked out once more on Death's Door. And Snickers, feel free to roll your first death saving throw.
Okay.
13 will pass. I'm so scared. I'm so scared of this that you guys are gonna TPK because you threw a rock.
I might be a little needy here, but I have a potion in my inventory. Could you fish that out from my pockets and just give it to me? Let's just avoid the rolling thing altogether. That doesn't seem to be our strong suit.
It doesn't seem to be the strong suit here, but it is true he does have a potion in his pocket.
Okay. Whatever
And you can use a
want.
bonus action to take it out and give it to him.
Why do I have this?
Okay.
Did you give this to me? Did I buy this?
You bought it.
Jeez. I bought it from Snow, right?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Snow
Alright,
was
so-
like, what do you want to get? And you were like, I want me a healing potion. That might come in handy. And Snow's like, yeah, here you go.
Okay, so Rill uses her bonus action to rummage through Cecil's backpack.
Adventure pack.
Yeah, and hands him his potion that he was looking for, that he wanted.
Well, it doesn't hand him his potion. You gotta, like, push that thing down his throat.
Not with the glass, please.
Clearly. Okay. Rill
It
takes
must be
out,
imbibed in order to be, in order to work.
puts it to his lips, and has him chug it.
Okay. Describe the smell. And the odor, or the color of it when you take out this health potion.
Me?
No, Rill.
Well, the health potion,
What color is it? What does it smell like?
like a
It's gotta be red.
mint. Oh, okay. I was thinking.
No,
mint
don't let me
green.
interrupt.
Mint green.
What
Okay.
games are you playing? What the
No. This is a legitimate thing. Different health potions all are in this world. They're basically like concoctions of various like teas and things of the earth. They're not like always the crystal ruby red. It might be a thing that does smell like Earl Grey tea, but like with bitter roots added to it for a health benefit, etc. Like,
Can I add something as it goes down?
yeah, totally. But first, Rill, you describe it. You said that it looks like a mint green. What does it smell like?
I'll give Euro the definition of smell.
Oh no, you decide that. I have something else.
Oh, okay. Oddly enough, despite it being green, it smells like is it
Burn.
sandalwood?
Ooh, sandalwood.
Sandalwood.
That's a really nice smell.
Okay, so as the smell of sandalwood sort of starts encompassing the surrounding area around you, as you pop the cork and down the bottle down his lips, the mint green liquid flowing freely down his throat. Cecil, you said you wanted to add one more thing. What is it?
Yeah, it's pulpy. Like it has pulp.
Ooh, it's a pulpy drink. You can almost feel the texture rubbing along your throat as it finally slides down. The muscles in you just barely able to squeeze a bit of it down from your one successful death saving throw. And luckily, you were able to imbibe a health potion. Did it say if it was a regular health potion or a small or large?
Potion of superior healing, which is why I asked. That's insane.
Potion of superior healing, huh?
I'm dead ass. I did not just put that.
No. I absolutely believe that because that is an item he sells.
That's great.
Heal yourself 8d4 plus 8.
Yeah, that's insane.
34 health. As the pulpy mint green liquid goes down you feel the essence of this sandalwood odor imbibe itself into the very core of your being. Not only are you resurrected, you are at the peak of your physical health here. You immediately stand up, strengthened by your force of will, and ready your sword to attack. As it becomes your turn. Or no, Rill, you still have an action left, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. Go for it.
Why not just attempt again, you know?
End this thing.
A 12 will not hit.
Yay. Okay. I'm done.
Okay. But we do have one who is fully healed, or basically
Here we
fully
go
healed,
again.
correct? 21 will hit. Roll for damage.
Please just end it.
8. How do you want to do this?
Just fucking end it. Just like sword dripped in my hand. Fucking. Oh, he does the thing where it's like overhanded. I don't know how to explain it.
Ooh, yeah, the overhanded. Wait, are you talking about
just-
the one where he holds the blade? Or are you talking about when he holds like the grip of the sword and just brings the sword down? Because there's one move that knights do where they like flip the sword, hold the blade, and then just smash it in with the pommel of the grip.
I want to do like a downward like stabbing motion.
Okay. You hold your blade up high as you... First off, when you've drank this drink and regained all of your health, you stand tall. Taller than you've ever been. Fucking 11 foot tall Cecil here.
11 and
holding his sword up high, turned upside down, ready to plant itself almost like a flagstaff into the marbled earth below you. And you bring it right down, splitting the puppet in two. It falls before you, with a final smile split by your sword. A sorrowful, "We will always remember," as it falls, dead at your hands. You have now defeated it, and combat is over. Congratulations!
Dude, I want to get Snickers up.
Yes, it is end of combat.
Should I spend a lay on hands, or is she...
So Snickers automatically gains 1 HP at the end of a combat.
So as she's coming to, I want to grab her by the horns and bring her up to my level.
Yes.
And Cecil says, "Let me make this very clear. Your actions affect 2 other people. So if you want to do something stupid in the future, you're doing it alone. And I am not afraid to leave someone behind because they make their own stupid, selfish decisions. Understand?" And then just drop and walk away. Walk away.
And that is what happens to you, Snickers, as you gain your 1 HP back.
Yeah.
How would you like to respond as you get dropped back down to the ground?
Well, she definitely feels guilty about it. She doesn't really say anything, just like picks herself up and doesn't even dust herself off, just follows quietly and slowly, like you know, like when you scold your dog and they feel really bad and their tail's between their legs and their ears are down. like
Yeah.
that.
I imagine Snickers' ears are probably like completely like vertical at this point, like just straight
Yeah.
down.
Yep.
Aw. And you can feel the wood in your horn sort of like stress just a little bit, as if it's sort of like expanded from the stress you've endured.
Oh my god, that was a lifetime ago. The fucking wood.
Right? Okay, a quick thing here. You guys can get a looting session if you like, but also it is well past the time we normally end, and I'm giving this to you guys as an option because you guys didn't exactly do too much, but it is also late. I can end it here because we finally got to a stopping point, but I can also continue if you guys would like.
Oh, we're definitely not continuing. I work tomorrow.
Can we just
All good.
loot? Can we loot next session?
You can loot next session if you like. Absolutely.
Okay.
So we will end it there for now. I'm sorry that took so long, guys. I just didn't expect that many natural ones to be hit.
Was a bad day.
Was a bad day on the Rift. My God.
Yep.
Absolutely. Some lessons were learned here today, I feel. But you did also come through your first non-tutorial combat alive.
Ish.
Ish. I mean, Rill never went down, so there's that.
Yeah.
Cecil puts in his Apple AirPods Pro, sponsored by the way.
Sponsored by the way.
Sulks, listening to his mid-2000s emo playlist.
He starts listening to Limp Bizkit as he goes bullshit and turns around. Like the Final Fantasy trailer.
Chaos? Final Fantasy? Chaos?
Chaos?
I want to kill chaos.
I want to kill chaos. So yeah, you guys survived the Battle of the Ballroom, or the Battle of the Banquet Hall would be more apt for this. That is how I'm gonna remember this session. Of you guys, of Cecil almost falling to his death, coming back in, solving the puzzle, and then Snickers initiating the Battle of the Banquet Hall.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Failing to fucking crit anybody.
You got one crit.
I don't count that one as a good crit. Over
Okay.
those 5 fucking. God.
Wow. Absolutely insane. But thank you guys for playing. I'm sorry to like keep you longer than normal for this one. Yeesh. But hopefully like some good lessons have been learned with this. I hope you guys at least had some fun with it.
Yeah. Now I
Yeah, definitely.
I take that as a no.
It was an experience.
It was an experience. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I didn't have fun. I'm just still processing it.
Same. I'm also like
I don't know, man. It was an experience of a lifetime, that's for sure.
Jesus, yeah. Like, what was funny was this was actually tuned a little bit down from your first battle when I got like how your guys' normal like damage per round was. But then this is just unfortunately like just the very low end of probability of the least amount of damage you guys could have done. Ooh.
These dice
yeah.
are out to get me.
Dude, yeah. Absolutely insane. Okay, so that was that though. Thank you guys so much for coming and playing, and at least I hope that you were able to have some kind of experience with this and look forward to the next one. Or see what's gonna happen possibly when Snickers does decide to pull out the mask. Seems the masks for now have been spurned, which is a direction you guys can go down, so things are ready for that. Woo!
I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Yep, go to sleep, guys. Thank you guys so much for playing. I appreciate y'all.
Thanks for hosting. Bye.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye. Well, that was that. Wow. Yeah, dude, all those unlucky rolls, absolutely, Butler. That battle had me constantly worried of like, are they gonna wipe here? These are just 4 normal ones. There was a thing where in the first combat, I can scroll you guys over to it. So they snuck up on these 2 dolls, and instead of attacking the dolls, they attacked the strings. And they were able to kill the dolls within 2 turns because they just needed a quick hit, and then it was just rolling a d20 to see how many of the strings they cut. But they never did that this time. They only rolled to attack them as normal creatures. There was one time where Rill was like, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the strings, and it's like, well, that's a lot harder to do than swinging a sword at the strings coming out of them, you know? And then it sort of just, I think, left their minds. Crazy. But we're here. I think they forgot about the strings, yeah. And, they had their one moment where it was like, I'm going to shoot an arrow at the strings. That's very much more unlikely than swinging a sword, obviously. So after that, they just buried it in their minds and forgot about it, I think. But otherwise, like, they're very weak to that. They're very susceptible, where if you just don't attack them and I swing at the strings with my sword, most of the times you're gonna get it. That being said, with some of their rolls, it still wouldn't have hit most of the time. Like this 8 wouldn't have even hit. It's a DC of 10. The 11 would have hit. The 11 would have hit. The 6 would have missed. Like they would have still had misses throughout all of this, which is unfortunate. Like they had really bad rolls. But that's the way of the dice, I suppose. They probably assume it was ineffective because of the arrow shot. Probably. There's a possibility to that. As opposed to it's like, no, it's only ineffective because it's an arrow being fired at it. Like, imagine how hard it is to fit what is essentially a fishing line with an arrow. Like, that's hard. Yeah, the rolls were just super unlucky. Unfortunately, it didn't really hit for them, but they did get to see some cool things. The first part of this session was really cool because they got a lore dump. But, we will see what happens with it, I guess, the next time they play. In the meantime, it's gonna be you guys tomorrow. So we'll see what you guys do tomorrow and what's happening over with Les Corbeaux Noirs, etc. It's crazy. I love this part of the living world because you guys can see sort of like what are other people up to. This is happening currently in the world that you guys are living in. People are in this tower doing these things, and then you guys have your things going on, and they all, you know, they all exist at the same time. I'm sorry, what was that? It was Le Corbeau Noir, the black crow. It's black to show that I'm evil, you know? But yeah, I guess that's the life of a living world. Yeah, it's cool though. I really enjoy it. I can't wait until they get past this. Like, this might have been a low point for them, but I have all of the faith in the world that they're gonna grow stronger from it, and that after this series of fights, they will hopefully be to a point where they can be strong, competent, and they can look back at this of like, oh, look at the steps we've taken. So I'm hoping that can happen for them and sort of like, you know, develop that cool nature. Because now there's also some conflict. Like, Cecil genuinely has a gripe against Snickers now. And that will be a point that they're going to have to contend with in the future if they want this party to survive. Hope we can meet the party in the future. Ooh, I would love that. You guys are both in the same country. You're both in Bredor. But as if you guys will meet each other, that is, you'll have to see. Especially because I think after this session, there's another thing that they wanted to do that they might cross paths with you. We'll see what happens though. But for now, I think that's where I'm gonna call it. It is pretty late. Most of tomorrow until the D&D session, I'm gonna be streaming Final Fantasy because I'm very behind on that. So feel free to tune in if you guys want anything on in the background before D&D time. Otherwise, take it easy. Sleep well. Thanks for chilling and hanging out. It's always a pleasure having you here. And until then, keep it cozy, keep it comfy. I'm gonna do a cool fade to black now. Look at that. Look at that. I got ending secrets. Woo! Bye bye.